Welcome back, everyone, to episode 98 of Unravel.
Welcome back, everyone.
Everyone. We are playing Lacking a Sky today, as she left the Unravel group last week, meaning she will not be returning anytime soon. As well as George is currently absent because I'm pretty sure he's at a barbecue, so he won't be able to be here tonight.
He will be barbecuing.
Which means that Chloe, sadly enough, will have to suffer the burden of telling him that he died if he does.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
I'll just spend all of his spells.
Nah, if he dies, I'll tell him.
Okay.
I don't mind telling him.
We all tell him, but like all in cryptic messages.
No,
That would be funny.
I'm with the cryptic message.
Yeah, we'll tell him in cryptic messages.
Something happened.
We begin telling him a story, but all in our like private text groups, and we all like one person sends one word and the other person says another word. He has to assemble it together, and then find out that his character died.
Not in the same order.
It's so fucked up.
It's 2 paragraphs.
2 paragraphs of text, and
Good luck, figure it out.
and it's basically just a nonsensical story, and at the end it's just like your character died.
Hi.
Oh.
No, the way I'll tell him George has died is I will send him a message.
Skull emojis.
No, I'll just send him a message. My condolences on Warhorse. And he said, what happened to Warhorse? I don't know. I offer my condolences to Warhorse because George died. That's how I would do it.
Skull emoji, skull emoji.
just like George be like skull emoji. I'm dead.
I'll make him sweat for a second that it was Warhorse who died. But it's actually George.
Last session, which actually you guys are pretty safe of a environment. The whole point of the mask was that you didn't have to do that.
Did you really just put
She's
the
sick
mask
because she decided to roll around in mud last week.
I know which child was dropped the most on their head. On the family.
Dropped?
on? Why won't it die?
God, this is going to be one of those sessions. Okay. This may be interesting for you considering you weren't here last week. Last week, the session began as you had to, you had the time and location for the meeting to exchange Kieran for your missing family members. The party had devised a plan of disguising Zira into Kieran, having Kieran close by just in case, but the idea would be that Zira would go along with them until she would eventually be brought to their hideout. During the meeting, you met via magical mirror, aka Zoom call, with an individual calling themselves the Ironsmith, who seemed to have some authority within the Iron Syndicate, as he gave orders to Eligio, which is the individual that had first approached the party with the threats and conditions of their current employment. You also got to know that when you had asked Hosen, George's nephew or cousin, to go and find out what had happened to Kieran's shop, that he had afterwards been taken into custody of the Iron Syndicate, being taken care of for the time being while you guys were carrying out their work for them.
Which was honestly so rude.
Yes, but it was also rude to capture the other people they already had.
Yeah, they're just rude.
They're just rude, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Finding this out,
worse.
however, made George unwilling to have the chance be there for them to find out that Kieran wasn't actually Kieran, and decided to roll back the deception, and eventually actually giving up Kieran, who was, as I said, nearby, in the hopes that if you follow him, you could still find the hideout. Eventually, a follow-up attempt was done, where you lost them initially, but through a well-placed locate person spell, you managed to track them regardless, and eventually find out the general region in which the hideout is located, as well as finding out that it is underground, with a possible hypothesis about where the entrance to the hideout may be. Or one of the entrances, if there are multiple. However, you decided to give up the chase in the hope to, if you did not agitate the Iron Syndicate, they would then indeed, as per the agreement, release the family members. You went back and waited at the tavern until nightfall, at which point George's cousin indeed reunited with the party, finding out that he was safe and sound, eventually also finding out that Chera's mother and father had been released. However, instead of going to the Reddish Boar where the party was staying, they headed home, grabbed their stuff, and decided to leave, as they wanted to leave this dangerous environment. However unwell prepared they were for it. After this short reunion, your party decided to stay at the Reddish Boar that evening, but in the following morning leave for the Soul Forge on the second layer of Coppermunda, where Hosen will be brought back home, leaving Kieran in the custody of the Iron Syndicate. The following morning, Novan departed from the parties, saying that they would start working together with the guard Grim, one of the few uncorrupted guards in Top Town, as well as the private investigator Van Mook, who will hopefully make it so that if the party decides to go scorched earth on the Iron Syndicate, to keep the bloodshed in the next power grab to a minimum.
Well,
So,
yeah.
that is it. I don't know if you paid much attention,
I
but
did.
very cool. You all travel down. The travel takes a day and a half, and considering you left in the morning, the one full day will be spent traveling down and through the first layer of Coppermunda, eventually finding respite along the travel route that goes down further to the second layer, and that is where your first evening would be. Second day of travel would mainly consist of going down, eventually taking a couple of hours to locate the Soul Forge on the second layer, where you would arrive. Anything in particular anybody wishes to do while you're traveling? So no, there's no downtime in that per se. Just in the first few days after leaving Top Town.
Except for remaking the dragon.
Yes, that doesn't take much time, does
No.
it?
You could steal more.
No.
I'm not in Top Town. I
Top,
only steal
Top
at
Town
Top
allows
Town.
for quick hands. The
Only
first days
in
of
Top
Coppermunda-
Town will Zera be Crime Zera.
Okay.
Crime Zero.
Crime Zera will need a name.
I mean, we have
It's a
Princess
pretty
Zera,
shitty alias.
Detective Zera, Normal Zera, and Normal Zera. Because what's
Crime
normal and
Just
Crime
go-
Zera?
Aries.
Eris.
No, that's the backup character.
That's the backup character.
That's the backup character, Eris.
Right.
Yeah, and Eris, when Eris is like the crime phase, then it's Zera.
So I'm pretty sure Detective Zera
Is it-
isn't called
is it-
Detective Zera.
No, it's Sherlock.
No, it is something with almost it's a Sherwood something.
Regardless.
Probably an Edward in there as well.
You eventually
Pepsi Zero.
make your way all the way to the Soul Forge, a now familiar sight, as there's the large temple that houses all the smithies, as well as the large guild hall that's attached to that, in which most of the guild members live.
I was just
Oh.
looking at it. It's on the glass. I haven't seen it too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We have a snail in a
It's
cage
doing
here.
a backflip.
He's kind of fast, though.
Kind of fast, yeah. I mean, he's really big, so that's why he travels fast.
It's mostly fast because we don't look, and then we look and it's like a different place. And we're, what?
Exactly.
He's
But-
gonna do a backflip.
As I said, you arrive at the large guild hall where George makes sure that there's, places for you guys to stay, which there are.
I sure hope so.
He also has a comfortable reunion with his family, and last thing that he wanted to note that he does while you guys are down here is the temple. He consecrates it with using it as a point for word of recall, which is technically just a form of a teleport that's an action to cast that would allow him and up to 5 other people, I think, to teleport as long as it goes to a temple of swords. He can always teleport back to the Soul Forge.
Yes.
He does that.
Also, Detective Zera is indeed called Edward Sherwood, so I was correct in that one.
Didn't know you gave them a name.
All the aliases have a name.
Oh.
Just Princess Zera her name is Princess Zera.
Makes sense.
But Hosen is reunited with his family, who decide to keep him on the second level of Coppermunda for a while, and not let him wander too far.
Probably a good idea.
Yes,
Considering he just got caught.
they were worried about his absence, but they hadn't looked all the way up in Top Town. He was, however, reported missing for the past
I'm
couple
gonna
of
write
weeks.
down all the aliases on here as well.
So that leaves your party, George, tired and absent, with his family. Leaves the 3 of you in the guild hall. What do you guys want to do before you want to go back up? Is there anything you guys want to do before going back up, or is it just dropping them off, spending the day there, and then immediately the day after beginning to travel
I
back?
don't really have to do anything.
You are, by the way, in a city, so if there's anything you wish to purchase, most kinds of shops are present here.
I'll buy stocks.
They don't have that.
Damn.
They have stockings.
I'll buy those.
I will buy.
Doesn't matter.
I'll have to get a new outfit. Because every alias will have their own outfit. Kruimsera needs an outfit.
I mean, you could go shopping for an outfit.
Yes.
Like all
Yes, I
black
will.
and
Yeah,
then
you
like,
Yeah,
or something.
that's what I'm going
Considering
for.
you arrive around,
It will be just a ninja outfit.
considering you arrive around noon, you have basically that second half of the day that you arrive to do some shopping if you want to, and do any other thing you want to.
Did we want to sell like a lot of this stuff?
In a portable hall,
Yeah.
probably. I
Can
don't
sell
remember.
shit.
We can sell shit.
One second.
Ah, fucking Oven has the other blue dragon skill. God damn.
The Coppermunda does not have a large established magic shop, sadly. For that, you know that there's one in Ringville, and that there's one in Illinois.
Yeah.
Or you would have to find other interested buyers, such as Elkian, who trades and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I actually wanted to look for another weapon. But
Another one.
yeah, I want to sell this one. I'm not using it because it requires attunement.
There's one like in.
So it's now just a normal staff.
No, it's still magical.
It's so
Yeah,
magical.
but I can't use the magical part.
No, but if you whack someone with it who is resistant to magical
You see?
weapons,
Mm.
or non-magical weapons, then it still works in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but maybe I can find something else.
You shoot fire out of your hands. I don't think you need a weapon.
No, I don't. But what if someone comes close?
And you teleport away.
Yeah, that's a level. What, level 3, I guess?
I guess.
So I don't always have that.
Still, isn't it better than to just fireball yourself?
Yeah, and what if someone else is close?
Then you fireball everyone.
Yes, what would Zera's ninja name be?
Not a good idea, but okay.
I don't know. I mean, you have spells.
Yes, I have the spells.
I don't think a good a staff would do. Or
No,
like-
but just a normal one. Then I have more money.
Oh, you just want more money.
Yes.
I mean,
Other interested parties in magical items would be people such as Nestrin as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, Coppermunda, you don't really have anybody who has... Also, you have a lot of items, which requires a lot of cash for somebody to buy them from you.
yeah.
Not everybody's walking around with bags and bags of gold to spend.
Not? We do.
No. Yeah, you guys are weird.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like all my
spent
money is in
500
the portable
gold.
hole.
No, you spent 300 gold.
All my money is in the portable
Oh yeah, I didn't give Best the full amount.
Nope. You guys just dipped.
Get fucked.
Zero, you want to buy a new outfit?
Yes.
A costume, I'm assuming?
Yes, it's a ninja outfit.
Okay.
It will go, and it will suddenly disappear in my smoke bomb.
A costume would cost you 5 gold pieces.
Oh no, I'm so broke now. Okay,
Or 50 silver pieces, or however you wish to pay for that.
I'll look in a moment. I'm first deciding what my ninja name will be.
Sure. Does anybody else wish to do anything aside from trying to sell the magic items?
What are you doing?
Spell.
Well, I'm just curious.
Sure, I'm
Well,
gonna
it's
call myself
easier.
something edgy, and it needs to have green because I'm green. I'll call myself. My ninja name will from now on be the Green Shadow. That's the ninja name. That's a ninja
I like
name
it, I
a
like
5-year-old to think of.
I like it.
Yeah, no,
Or you
okay.
do.
Or me using a name generator because it was like, what the hell do I know how ninja names work?
Jack, is there anything you want to do or get before you guys reconvene in the evening before leaving.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm also thinking. For Floor's Lava, did you have a spell for them or did you?
I'll need to cast Grease.
Okay.
Can we just get alchemist potions? For that?
I mean,
Alchemist fire?
Yeah.
if we literally would have just grease or oil or something,
Yeah.
then we could
There's-
throw.
Yeah, that's also a thing that exists.
Yeah.
We could just buy a bunch of oil and just.
Yeah, no.
If
that,
you buy
that,
like
that
a-
was what I was thinking.
If we
of.
buy like
then I could do Floor's Lava.
a ton of oil and then drop it on people and then
Yeah.
you set it ablaze, yeah, they will burn.
I mean,
Yeah.
that would cost me a
To be-
cantrip.
To be fair, you would deal 1d6 fire damage
It's still.
per turn.
Yeah.
I mean, it would. I think times it would be really useful is when people are running behind us and we
Yeah.
can just drop it,
Sure,
and then it would be like, whoa, fire,
sure.
Or, you
like a
know,
wall of fire.
I'm just saying
yeah.
that most of your cantrips at this point deal more damage. The thing you're describing is very much something to use in the first tier of play, like level 1 through
Yeah.
5. You guys are level 12.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, you could
But
buy
you can-
grease.
I mean, when I thought of Floor's Lava, it was an actual good play. It's not a good play anymore.
I know. But it's like still a
You
a
just
handy
like
decoy.
it.
It's a handy decoy.
Do you
Okay.
want to burn buildings? Because that's how you burn buildings.
I would.
Angie is an
would.
arsonist, so.
I mean, Angie maybe would want to, but
I mean, if it's like bad people, you could
Yeah, sure.
set like rooms ablaze
yeah,
and cause havoc. That
I know.
I have.
is there a way to get like a bottle of grease on like on like an arrow that we can like shoot?
Or you can just throw it.
No, but if you like shoot it, it can go further.
there would like, sure. Okay, so the way
I'm so sorry. You did not prepare this. You can't just move on.
no, I can
Now I'm thinking about like, what if we like throw it and you shoot it in the air and like all a bunch of fire falls on people?
And, like. That would
Like
be
a
the-
Molotov cocktail.
that would be the sky is lava. But
Yeah, that
So
works too.
basically,
Everything's loud.
basically what you would do is get an alchemist flag and increase its range. Or would like an alchemist fire flask would immediately set something on flame. You could also do the same thing with oil, but that would just cover them in oil, which would then still require them to somehow be lit ablaze.
Would oil also not make them make movement difficult terrain?
No,
No, okay.
grease would.
pretty
right?
sure not.
Grease does. What does oil do then? Just make them
Make them
Uh,
crispy.
oil-
It makes them very slippery.
I'll read it out loud.
He's doing the back.
Oil usually comes in a flask, holds 1 pint. As an action, you can splash the oil in this flask onto a creature within 5 feet of you, or throw it up to 20 feet away, shattering on impact. Ranged spell attack, or ranged attack, improvised weapon on a hit, covered in oil. Takes fire damage before the oil dries. Yeah, if it has to take fire damage within 1 minute, otherwise the oil is dry and it doesn't do anything.
Mhm.
The target would have to suffer at least 5 points of fire damage, otherwise nothing will work.
I mean, grease would be better though.
Yeah, but that costs a spell.
You can also put...
Couldn't we like?
Oh yeah, and after 2 rounds, all the oil is burnt up.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a thought. So moving on.
I was thinking if I can like do stuff with my catapult, or with my catapult, the crocodile arm.
It would require some tinkering to make a fire arrow that sets something on fire.
That'd be kind of funny. Could I get supplies to like start working on like different kind of arrows, like one that shoots oil and one that shoots fire, and one things like that. Not necessarily magical though.
Right. No, but they like in the same way that I did it with Bree, you still have to go through the same process as making magic items. So it will be the same thing. So write down the idea, send it to me, and we'll say that whichever amount it is, which you probably have the money for, you'll have bought already.
Okay.
So excellent. Just send to me what you want to make. I'll send it to you. Mark it down.
I also still have a mana tree. I feel. I think I'm finished one.
like I've been.
I finished one a while ago.
You wanted to say something.
Yeah, I do want to ask, like, how would I make more complicated arrows that deal like decent amount of damage?
Okay, that's also
At some point, you're gonna have to go out of the realm of tinkering stuff, and you would have to go into the realm of magic,
Yeah.
which makes stuff more expensive,
Yeah.
but makes stuff deal more damage.
my
That's your
area of
trade-off.
expertise.
If you're willing to keep it non-magic going, you would have like an alchemist's fire arrow.
Oh yeah. Also,
Then it
those
just deals
forgot,
with
I
D4
took
damage,
the Lina
which is
off
not
her
nothing.
Name, so it's, now
It's just
not a
my
lot.
name.
No. Yeah.
But it also keeps it cheaper. That's the trade-off.
Don't forget, I did that.
But then it's engine.
That would be a thing you want to do
No,
when
you're
we take a
engine.
long downtime.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
Angelina.
what I was thinking, because I
Angelina.
want to get like a bunch of things I can do
Angelina.
during long downtime.
Engine.
Because I have to.
There should be a downtime before you guys
That-
leave.
That's the joke we
Oh,
made
wait.
with Novan at the time. We called you Engine. It's like, but the name is Angelina. Yeah, but and then I made a joke. I took the Lina off her name. It's now in my name.
Oh.
So let's not forget. Technically, my name isn't Zera anymore. It's Zeralina because I took the Lina off her
Sure.
name.
Did you take all the other names also?
Hmm?
Did you also take all the other names?
If I stole those names from people to give them to myself, no, I invented all the other names.
No. Did you take all my other names?
No,
Oh.
no, those I gave to the needy.
Go
To
on.
people who don't have names.
Anyways,
There should be a longer period of downtime before when you guys leave on the Arctic
Yeah.
journey, because Elkian mentioned that he wants to leave a week ahead of before you guys do to set up
Stuff.
meetings with the person that's supposed to be you guys' guide and stuff like that. So there will be a point of downtime. Then we'll circle back to the arrow idea.
yeah, but like a week is not that much, right?
It's a good start.
It's a start.
And then on the ship while you guys are traveling, you'll have downtime as well,
Oh, that's true.
because you guys are not sailors. So
Yeah, I don't know how long the travel is even.
I think will be like a week or two, but I'll have to double check.
Yeah.
Also, I have found a way to circumvent inventing cars.
Is there anything you guys want to do here before heading
No.
back up to the surface?
No, I'm fine. I'll
we
buy
are-
those later.
We want to go to the.
So-
surface.
Yeah, I mean you'll buy the supplies, so we'll be able to handle with that.
Yeah.
Actually, you'll have to work on the blueprints first, so we'll get to that. But
Yeah.
we marked it down. Kind of depends on the specifics you want to do. Is there about a set of clothes? Nobody else wants to do anything while you're 2 levels down.
I don't
Okay.
know what's.
I can't trick
Okay.
George again into adopting me, so.
I mean, as I said, George casts the word of recall there,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
I don't really know what's down here.
This is like the semi-wealthy part of the city. So nearly anything anything you wish to do is most likely possible. But if you want to do something more specific, like Angie wanted to go do a magic shop, that I know whether or not it exists. Kind of depends on
Yeah.
what you want to do.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, probably magic shop would be my second guess. So no.
But in that case, you guys arrive at midday, the second day of travel. Everybody reunites. You do the few things you wish to do. George casts Word of Recall, and you guys go to bed. The following morning, you guys plan on leaving again. Let's see. Shopping. Party. Let's travel back to Top Town.
Oh wait, this is just saying.
So,
Can't breathe.
which would mean that things would have gone as follows. The trade and eventually getting back your family members would have happened on the 18th. The 19th, Novan leaves and you guys travel down, eventually sleeping before you get to the end of the first layer. On the 20th, you go down to the second layer and through it partially to find eventually the Soul Forge, where you spend the second half of that day doing whichever you wish. The 21st, you begin your travel back to Top Town, eventually ending your journey halfway through the first layer. And on the 22nd, you will arrive on the surface at noon.
Okay.
Meaning you guys have done a bunch of long rests and stuff, so anything and any other lasting effects, I don't know if there were any, will have passed. There are, however,
Just my depression.
there is a few things that happen, but considering we don't have a thing to send people away here, we'll just do it with everybody here, because everybody here is the people affected, considering Novin left. Give me a moment.
Does one of us have to leave the table, or?
No, I mean, technically, one by one you would have to leave the table, but there's nowhere, because we moved the set temporarily, there's nowhere for you guys to move to.
I mean, we can go outside.
And considering each of you is affected by the same thing,
Oh, okay, so we would hear
it's
the
relatively...
same thing.
No.
Oh.
It would be relatively similar. So,
No, one by one would just go out in the hallway.
Yeah.
having this moment of downtime and travel, you, if you're there, you can still hear it. It's clear as day.
Yeah, I don't think that helps much.
You, each of you, having this moment of temporary respite, begin to think back over the past couple of weeks, everything that happened in Aurelia, the travel to it, everything that happened when you got back from Aurelia with the orcs and whatnot. And there's a moment there where the three of you, and Novin, but they left, get stuck on something. And you begin repeating a similar moment in your head over and over, and it starts to come back at night in nightmares, where each of you have very difficult way of resting.
Ah, yes, I love having double nightmares.
You begin to remember the moment where specters jumped out from the ground, grabbed each of you, drag you underground to this other level of existence,
That's just a normal Tuesday.
where you guys saw something that not many mortals should ever see.
Oh, the things you see on a Wednesday.
You suffer each of you suffer the following effect, basically gaining, due to this thing you saw,
Other thing.
another madness.
Oh.
Oh!
I
I
already
can
have-
count on the
I already have one.
Yeah.
No, you have a fear.
Oh.
It's different. You're
Oh,
afraid of something. This is madness. This is different.
We have Doom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
can do that.
different. Yeah.
We have Doom, you have
But-
fear.
Each of you gets a different one. 0.
Yes.
I don't know. Should I send them to each of you, or
Yes.
Yeah, you can do
Yes.
it.
I'll
Yeah,
send them to each of you.
Yes!
Each of
I
you
can't
get
wait
different
to
ones.
read it and say out loud, oh, but that's Nurse and Normal Thursday.
Oh, that's a weird Friday.
Unless I read it and it's definitely another day.
That's a wacky Saturday.
And
Sniffle, snuffle, sniffle, snuff. Oh,
Je snuift er aan
Je
een
snuift
huisje.
er.
There you go.
Oh my god.
That's you, 0.
I don't even know where. I don't think that came from anything.
Chera.
Yes. I don't see anything yet.
that's just
No.
normal depression, mate!
Here you go. You can add these flaws to your character sheet.
This is-
However you wish to act on them is
Okay.
up to you.
This is like
Okay,
my
don't force you to do
normal
anything.
day-to-day life already, indeed.
But this, due to the events that happened there, this now affects your character. And there are possible ways of remedying it. But that's what you suffer.
I need to remedy it.
I mean, you started smoking after the loss.
Oh no! I'm turning into George.
But this kind of this kind of comes back to each of you. Eventually, you guys all make, as I said, on the 22nd of the first month of this year. You at noon, you see the sun high up in the sky as you, since the first time in a couple of days, see the sky and the sun again. As you guys find yourselves back in Top Town. So, you guys are back in Top Town. What do you want to do? You have half a day ahead of you before you would eventually probably want to rest
Consider
again.
my life choices.
Go towards best.
Smoke bomb!
Sarah's gone. Okay.
Sarah's still there. She just did that. She's just still standing there.
Sirius is in a
I'm just behind the tree, very visible.
Is there anyone I can see who is keeping an eye on us, or
Make a perception check.
everyone. Zero just threw a smoke bomb.
I'm assuming this is not necessarily when you first step out of the front
No,
gate,
it's
but
just
like
Yeah, no, there's a
over
guard
the
there.
day,
Just like,
I
what the
didn't.
fuck?
I
Yeah.
was seeing
Change.
people look at us, following us or something like
I
that.
mean, people look at you considering you're a human,
Yeah,
I'm
Kobold,
very much playing me.
which are very much different from what they normally see. But you mean outside, if the Iron Syndicate is keeping an eye on you.
Yeah.
I am a kobold, that's true,
Sure.
but I'm entirely covered
Maybe
in
perception
ninja clothes.
Sure.
fucking natural 24.
A
19.
Oh, actually.
As you are making your way through,
Blind.
as you guys begin to make your way through actual Tata, you're keeping out an eye,
Adventure classes.
and maybe within the first hour, nothing's really there, but somewhere in hour 2, you begin notice that there's people like that notice your presence and then duck into an alleyway, or somebody who looks at your group
Like-
relatively intensely before then getting up from where
Duck-
they were sitting and leaving.
Duck into an alleyway, like, fearfully, or like,
No, as in like, oh, and then
yeah, like, okay.
I'm gonna steal something.
sure, roll d20 for sleight of hand.
Yeah. Ah, yes. That's 3.
Well, this is to wherever you're going first. So, where are you guys going?
I was gonna go to Best's.
You cannot steal anything if you don't want to get caught.
Then I'm not stealing anything.
You going to best?
I'm a
Sure.
good ninja who never gets caught.
You go to the night market. On one side, on the far side of the night market, you see the reddish boar. Best shop is a little bit away from that. I guess they're not the closest. There you have currently the best little pawn shop with a little sign that's swung open.
It's open right now.
It says open, yeah.
I'll just go in.
Yeah, you go in like this little.
What's
Oh,
inside?
you're gonna pay him the best.
What you have to
Oh.
imagine here is basically like a second-hand store. It's a pawn shop is kind of like a kringloopwinkel,
Yeah.
maar dan but then like with the ability to
have you seen-
sell something to get a
Yeah,
loan, and then
yeah,
you have to
okay,
give it.
okay.
Have you seen
That's what it
pawn
is.
stores?
But there's nothing.
Imagine that in like a shitty medieval town. So there's general tools, there's some jewelry, there's like clothing, boots, like practical things, lots.
Okay.
It's the stuff people sell when they're desperate.
Yeah, no, okay,
Yeah.
but like the practical stuff, that was the word I was
Yeah.
looking for.
No, that's pretty much what he has. And you have a little sitting behind the counter on a like a higher bar
They
stool
haven't
kind of like
seen
thing.
Best, right? Because he wouldn't let them in.
No, I think the party has seen him
No.
because he opened up the door.
Oh, he opened up the door, right?
He hasn't just looked through the letterbox.
Yeah, okay.
But the moment you like step in and go,
I
welcome
go,
to Best
"Hello!"
Pawn Shop. Like looks up with just a sight of terror first and go, what the fuck are you doing here?
What do you mean?
Fuck. He kind of like closes the little like booklet that he had with him
still,
and begins
we
like
still
I'll-
had stuff
runs-
to settle.
he runs past.
I'll stay at the door.
He runs past you, gets to the door, like opens up the letterbox and looks through it, closes it. Does anybody know you're here?
Probably.
I don't know.
She is very tall.
Uh,
I mean, there have been people like looking at us,
I have
see
basically been a
Why wouldn't
shadow.
they?
following us.
Why
you know.
wouldn't they?
he flips the open thing. He like begins to lock the doors. Fuck. Begins to like pace back. Okay.
What did you do? What did we do?
I heard a couple of things last we saw, and I heard that there was a meeting. You're welcome. I heard that meeting happened as it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. And then I heard that somebody tried to follow them. What the fuck was that?
You're welcome.
For what?
I have no idea.
They can. I gave them my word. That means something. I vouched for you. I set up a meeting.
And everything
And
went
then-
as expected.
Yeah, until they were being followed, which they did not appreciate. So they're taking 10% extra.
That's
Thank you very
because
much.
someone fucked with my original plan.
And now, in broad daylight, you walk back in here. What the fuck thought that was a good plan?
I did. Of course.
It was not.
It is.
Fuck. Now that they know you're here, after they knew you left, for which, by the way, you stole me money.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm here?
I hope it's for bringing me the money and then fucking off.
And asking you for the fights. I did say about that.
Yeah, so here's the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your group has got a shit reputation here now. No one wants to work with you guys. No one wants to touch you with a 10-foot fucking pole. And you come walking in here. They got angry at me, taking more of my earnings now. And
Yeah,
now
you
we
see
need to
why
be
they
like,
suck?
hey, you know those people that you don't like? They want to join your fights. They need to hear that from somebody whose word they no longer really trust.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
That's a hard deal to make.
Look, like.
I think we are in the wrong here.
Okay.
This is your
It's fine.
I'm not that in a good of that good of a position anymore because of what you guys did. Which
Maybe-
makes it more difficult if I want to help you in the future. I mean, we're close. We're not that close.
I get that. Okay. How about I give you more money?
More money isn't going to make my standing with the Iron Syndicate any better.
You could say that.
Who does have very good standing with them?
I don't know. I'm not part of them. I work
Like-
with them.
So that we can ruin their reputation also?
Yeah, definitely.
That's why
I mean, you see why they suck, right?
your group is hot shit right now. Nobody wants to touch you.
Wait, are we hot shit in a good way or in
No,
a
in
bad
a bad way. Really bad way.
Yeah, but okay, bad.
So,
Bad as in.
bad.
what I'm saying is, I'm not going to get you in anywhere anymore. They don't want to deal with you guys.
We gave them what they asked for.
And then you followed them.
No, we didn't.
Who else would be following them while they were traveling that prisoner you exchanged?
I don't fucking know.
Make a deception check.
Yeah, we were definitely in our tavern rooms.
I'm so good at charisma, guys. I'm the best. Fucking 19.
Do you get a minus?
Yeah.
That fucks you.
Deception.
Please.
Oh, wait, it's George. It's just -1 though, I think.
Okay. So it's 18.
There is slight doubt. He rolled pretty high. So, he's not 100% sure either way. You're not sure if he saw through your shit or not.
Mm-hmm.
He's generally a relatively... He can see through someone's shit pretty well. Probably comes from experience when somebody comes up to the shop and like, hey, pay me money for this. And they're like, this is
Makes
super
sense.
valuable.
Yeah.
So, he has some insight. He isn't 100% sure of what you claimed. He goes, regardless of who they followed, they're assuming it was you. Which
Right.
means regardless, you're fucked.
There has to be a way to get us less fucked, right?
Maybe. I don't know. That's...
Look, if we get less fucked and help you get also less fucked.
I'm being fucked from both perspectives. You're asking me to do something, they're taking my money. What do you want to do when you get... You want to go into the fights, then what? Your friend's not going to be... He's not going to be fighting.
No, I know that.
He was some, like, little gnome dude.
Right.
So, okay.
Okay.
Wild suggestion. I get you into the fights.
Mhm.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Then what?
Well, first of all, I fight.
Cool.
Win over their confidence, right? We find out, maybe.
I don't think there's a big chance you really become friends with them.
No,
I'm surprised that when you guys left, you came back.
I'm not trying to become friends with them.
That's what you meant. Getting confidence. It's the same shit.
Just yeah, get them to look like, oh, okay, that nothing is going on here, and then we try and find out where our friend is being held.
So you want to join the fights to find out where he's being held.
Mhm.
The height, yeah, the place. I don't know where the fuck they go to.
Me, neither do I.
So that's your thing. You want to, okay? Then you find out. Then what?
Probably break in there, get him out of there, and then
And disappear forever.
yeah.
And if I help you with this, you guys fuck off. My shop's still here. I'm fucked.
Yeah. See,
No,
so we need to
no.
work on like how we
Don't
make-
leave me fucked.
exactly.
Right.
So
You're gonna have to
that's-
kill a lot of people if you want to do that, because there's a lot
We're
of people.
good at that.
We're
Especially
good
now
at
that you came walking in broad fucking daylight again.
But we're very good at killing a lot of
I'm the
people.
best at killing people.
Good.
Oh my god, I'm not so
Fuck.
sure.
She's the one set fire to an entire halfling
I have-
family.
I have an idea.
That's not.
What?
That is not. No.
Oh yeah, that did happen. That was
No,
pretty
shit.
cool.
All right. Here's the idea. You said you're being watched? Probably?
Yeah,
Probably.
definitely.
I'm assuming probably, considering.
Definitely.
Why wouldn't they watch me?
Oh no,
Alright.
it's definitely. And they know where we are.
There's
every
here's
second.
here's the steps that we're gonna do. Because I don't like them taking 10% more, which leaves me with not that much. But
Yeah,
also,
I
I
get
don't want
that.
to be fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw you out of my shop. We're gonna act all angry and shit, yeah?
I have the feeling
And then-
you are.
Really? Fucking observant there.
Not
Then
really.
not you. I don't know how the fuck you're gonna manage that, but not you is gonna come back later tonight.
Oh, I can do that.
There you go.
Or
Sure.
we can come back invisible.
However the fuck, you come back, making sure that you're not being followed. Then we can work on a plan.
Okay.
Because they need to know that I'm not happy with you, otherwise they're gonna think that we're friends.
But maybe you pay first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to pay for your broken door?
No, I got fixed. That's fine.
Okay, but
No.
also,
The door that's going to be broken. You want it to be real, right?
Oh, you. Oh.
Oh, then yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking like, you throw us out, you close the door, and I try to kick it back in. Something
But you
like that.
don't succeed, right? Otherwise this is gonna be awkward.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe.
Alright, 300 gold. That's also for
You are the one being thrown, not me, because I'm delicate.
I can't throw any of you, I'm just gonna push you out.
that's fine. But also, if we come
I
back,
can throw you.
you guys can just be invisible. I'll just walk disguised, so you see an actual person that's at the door.
I mean,
Sure.
I will look like a gnome with a missing arm, because I'm gonna look like my best friend Raylan. Because that's I know how to disguise myself as him.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a
Anyways.
gnome with a missing arm.
Sure. 300 gold.
30 platinum is 300 gold as well.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. I'll give him.
40 platinum.
I'll give him 30 platinum.
The moment you give him 30 platinum, there's this moment of like, especially, I don't know if any of you have high insight. The ones that do would notice that
Really.
he's like, he has a wow kind of expression at that amount of platinum coins, which isn't something that goes around much
There you go.
in general, let alone in a poor part of town.
You,
like,
you just open a bag.
Yeah, open it.
With all platinum and be like.
Just like a- I just pour it on the counter like.
And like count.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Alright. He grabs like a small mace from a nearby counter.
Wait.
Hit me in the face.
Gotta leave a mark.
Perfect.
Alright.
This is not.
You guys in
No!
full swing. You're not raging.
No, I know.
5 points of damage.
Oh hell yeah.
I mean, you can
And-
probably actually throw me. I'm very small.
He's like maybe a head taller than you, which is not that tall. He's like, I can try, but it's like, I think this works. I'm just gonna be hitting you with this.
I get smacked and I try to move backwards and break out of the door.
Okay.
It moves backwards.
Make
Can I
a.
rage before
I would
doing
say
that?
make a performance check, but use your strength. So you can use your strength, and if you're proficient in performance, you get to add your proficiency.
I'm
bonus.
not.
Okay, well then it's just a strength check. But if you were proficient, that would have been a way to combine them.
Since it's a strength check, do I
I'll
get
allow you to rage before that.
yeah, do I get advantage then?
Yes.
Alright. I'm good with that.
It's just the skill is performance, and if you are proficient in performance but not in anything else, then
Yeah.
you get to add your
So it's
proficiency.
just strength, but
Sadly, yes, because you're not proficient.
that is 19.
Oh yeah, with an extra like harder slam with the elbows, you break open the relatively simple door. You kind of fall through the glass in the middle section of the door. The ring around it is a little bit too firm, considering the door swings inward. But like the glass, everything, you kind of fall back out. You kind of
You motherfucker!
he grabs Zero by the collar and like by the belt and begins to drag you forward and like kind of throws you out. And stay the fuck out!
And just like.
You're just like shit. You motherfucker!
Shimmy, shimmy.
Get the fuck out!
We will not come back. We promise.
I will come back and fucking punch you in your face, you bitch!
You should try.
Yes! How dare
At this point,
you!
there's like people looking at whatever the fuck's happening
I
here.
try to kick the door down.
I will crush you and
Well,
all
the
your...
door's like the only the very outer edge is still remaining,
Yeah, okay.
so everything else is crashed outward.
I will curse you and your children to always have bad breath and a bad hair day.
I already have that, so I don't care. Fuck off, all of you.
I'll get
Also,
up like
your toes will always be itchy.
I don't need none of that shit.
I get up, like brush off the glass. Do we take a damage from that?
No,
Oh, okay.
considering it was planned, no.
A brush of the glass and just give him a look and just like, well, fuck you.
Is this in character or?
No, this.
And she goes crazy because of her madness.
At which point, Best kind of like stands outside, halfway outside, kind of looking at the half circle of people. Fuck you looking at?
And she just goes like, I knew we couldn't trust you! None of you!
And when we get to like the ring of bystanders, can I just push someone out of the way?
Sure. It's like this one dwarf
Get the
that's
fuck
like.
out of my way.
And you'll have her staff like this at knee level, probably.
Just like a hard push, but not like too hard.
Sure. What do you want to do?
Like get her staff to make sure nobody is in my way.
Like people kind of make way for you guys to move through, but after the initial people that kind of like saw this happen, they kind of like continue.
All right.
That happens at noon. What do you guys want to do
I
next?
feel like we were pretty convincing.
Yeah.
Hmm?
We say right after we get up.
Where do you guys want to go next?
Tavern?
Yeah, probably.
Can we sneak into the tavern? Let's make sure nobody knows we are there.
We can.
I mean,
try
you
to-
guys just made a very public display of your presence.
Yeah,
The tavern is also not affiliated with the...
That's
Okay.
also true.
that's true.
Yeah, no, then we just go to the tavern.
Okay, you
And
guys.
still be acting real angry.
You guys cross the night market, which is relatively quiet at this point,
I'm
like
gonna
market
steal
wise.
shit.
Well, considering it's the night market and it's noon, there's not really anything to steal here. So
Also,
there's a
we
limited
just-
amount of what you can get, but go ahead and roll.
Also, I think there's a lot of eyes on us right now, right?
There is, yes. So it makes it more difficult.
16.
You do not succeed. Too many eyes on you as you guys are just being thrown out.
Oh well.
And there isn't, as I said, not too much to steal.
Oh well.
Gives you less opportunity. You guys cross the night market, eventually entering into the reddish board where there's a few patrons there, and at this point you've crossed so many people that don't care about what just happened that you've kind of blended back in.
Yeah. Can we right before we get to the reddish board? Can we like try to be like stealth? Yeah, and normal, like stealthy, like not be perceived.
Not.
Right. I mean, you would have to do that while crossing the market, see if you could shake a tail,
Well, yeah, just
which would mean stealth checks first, then a perception check to check whether or not you shake the tail.
Right.
Unless you don't want to make that perception check and just guess whether or not you succeeded.
No,
It's up to you.
definitely
Let-
make
let's
a
do a
perception
perception.
check.
Right.
I'll make a perception check.
Well, first stealth checks.
First stealth
I need
check.
my phone to. Shit, I need my phone for that. I need my phone, but I won't this time.
I have
Alright, stealth checks. 0. What'd you get?
George. 18.
Oh fuck yeah! Right.
Angie?
George is here.
17.
17. Char?
I had a 22.
22.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage for George.
Yeah.
That's a 10. No, 11.
11. Not too bad. So
Could be
68 in total divided by 4 gives you an average stealth of 17.
It's also like not that important.
Now, who's gonna make the perception check?
You're right. I will. What's this perception?
Can I also make perception?
2 people can. Up to
George will make a perception check.
Yeah?
Do you want to make a perception check?
I mean,
Yours is in a negative.
based on the thing, my
I can-
madness kinda, yeah.
Like I can make one as well. I don't.
I mean, I just have a +1.
Me and George will make.
Go for it.
That's mine.
That was not an intended roll.
No, that's
So
true.
you get to reroll.
It's the same.
Well, then it doesn't matter.
George is a 27,
Okay.
and I have a 22 again. Yeah. Another 22.
Sadly, with a stealth check of 17 collectively, which is really good, you do not manage to shake the tail. And you are aware when you enter the British border that they know that you're there. Shaking the tail would require maybe a little bit more effort. And perhaps spending of some resources. But just trying to cross the night market and like taking a few zigzag roads nearby, you don't manage to shake the tail.
Yeah, no, it's more like maybe, but
yeah,
it's
you
more
guys
important that we do.
It's also Angie.
Yeah, okay, that too. It doesn't help.
You rolled fine.
But you get back into the reddish boar. Do we there?
Hey, you still got that apple juice?
The guy goes, "Oh, right, for you. Yeah, but it's been a couple of days, so I don't know how good it is anymore. No one else really drinks that shit."
Let's try.
It was like, hands you a glass eventually.
It's lukewarm.
I heard you guys were gone. I rented out your rooms, so you're fucked there. That's gonna cost a copper unless you get rooms.
Okay, we can get more rooms.
Alright.
What were they again?
Hmm?
How much were they again?
You check.
Did we take all our stuff?
We always take all our stuff.
You never leave shit.
No. It would also be a bad idea to leave the stuff.
It's also really
Like the
stupid that if I
phone
don't
charger.
tell you about it,
Especially
that you
here, it's
just
a bad
leave
idea
stuff.
to leave stuff.
Let's see. This place would be poor, so a room per day would cost 2 silver pieces.
Right, so I'll give him a platinum.
Right. Which gives you, let's see, 2 silver. A platinum is 10 gold, aka 100 silver, which means gives you 100 days worth of rooms. You guys are with 4 people, means 2 people. So you paid for 50 days worth of rooms.
Nice.
Enough time.
Yes.
That's a lot.
We have enough time.
I don't want to do math, so I'm just like, here. here's a coin.
Well, we
I
gonna.
thought you had 1500 platinum.
No,
Damn.
that would be a lot.
Yeah.
So that was 1 platinum?
Yeah.
There you go. So you spent 31 platinum. But yeah, you guys have 50 days worth of rooms. He kind of goes, that works.
I just didn't want to do
If you
any
leave
math.
again, they're gone again.
That's fine.
Uh,
See it as a tip for being a good host.
You're welcome.
This includes all the apple juice I want.
Everything that's in that barrel.
Yes.
How much is still left in the barrel?
A lot. But it's been there for 4 days now, so
Is
When
it?
does
it
apple
doesn't have a
juice-
fridge.
When does apple juice go bad?
It will start fermenting at some point, which makes it a very, very shitty wine.
Yeah.
Cider.
Yeah, apple cider.
But, for the sake of brevity, between now and heading back to Best, and making a plan for how you want to do that,
Yeah.
what do you guys want to do?
We'll
Probably make a start.
lay low in our rooms, probably.
Yeah.
Not be here in a
I do
different
the
area.
very common thing of, cleaning this guy's water.
I was gonna say we could like
Always.
Cleaning this guy's water? What?
Last session, she spent a lot of her time when you guys were just in the tavern to clean his shitty, well water into actually, nice, clean water.
Like actual drinkable water. That's just what I do now here.
At one point, you're going to run out of drinking water. You're going to have to start doing the bath. But,
I was gonna say gather everyone in a room and then try to think of a plan.
well, you guys are in a room.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? How would you want to go about this?
All right.
I mean, we know where they are, sort of, right?
We can't just walk in is the problem.
Yeah, that tavern there is crawling with.
What if we just do? It would be like a surprise.
We would need to fight all of them.
And I know, Angie, I know you love burning innocent people, but let's try to prevent doing that.
It was one time, Zira. And we were all caught up in the moment, and I will not excuse my actions.
Yeah, no, but you are now precisely just suggesting we just go in and see what happens, and there are many innocent people who will get caught in the crossfire.
I don't know. I mean, you just said it was a tavern full of criminals.
Not only. There's normal people there as well. There's a lot of Iron Syndicate, but like, you know, some of the Iron Syndicate also isn't that bad.
They're just part of it because they have no, you know, it's their best shot at a somewhat better life in this shit town.
You know,
Yeah, most of the shops here in the west side are affiliated, just like Best.
yeah, that doesn't mean I like Best.
No, but that means like that. You know, it's not necessarily like an indicator of like
I
them
mean,
being bad people.
it's not like Best is the best person. His name is quite ironic. Yeah, no.
I know, that's why I made it that.
Yeah, no. He's not like the best.
No, that is true, but he's been a
actually
good
kind
friend.
of. He's a little untrustworthy, if I'm being honest.
That's what you say right now.
That's what I've
The
been.
fact that he
That's what I've been saying from the start.
the fact that he has a gambling den underneath his pawn shop doesn't mean that he's a bad person.
Yeah.
He's not that trustworthy. Say the people that owed him a debt and just left.
That too. We did owe him a
These
debt and
people
leave.
don't have the luxury of, you know, having a good life.
I just think it's all a way of perspective. Your perspective of life.
This is a
I mean,
no.
but of course
This is
you
a
as the
noble's
rich bitch
perspective.
says that.
God, you're so fucking noble.
Yeah.
You know you make choices in your life, and I
It-
do believe the better ones.
Okay,
Oh yes,
can I
of
just
course
ask
they should have
Angie?
they should have chosen to have their parents be, you know, royalty.
I mean, no, but you know you can just not do criminal stuff.
And Angie, can I just ask, like, how many of your family is a landlord?
Okay, changing the subject.
Angie, have you ever had a day where you couldn't afford food?
Definitely.
And what would you do to, you know, get food?
When was that?
Yeah.
When I started,
When this campaign started.
I could not afford my luxury foods.
The more,
Your
no, like
luxury-
regular food.
No, could you just afford food in general?
But I want my caviar.
Angie,
No.
I'm gonna be
I
honest
just,
with
I
you.
just,
You're
think,
the last person who is allowed to have an actual opinion on this matter.
I just still think he's not very trustworthy,
That's fine. That's fine.
and I do think he made bad choices.
Well, obviously.
But trusting you guys.
Obviously you made bad choices. Everyone makes bad choices.
Yeah, but like bad as in like criminal bad choices. Like hanging with the wrong crowd.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Yeah, but there are always another way.
The starving to death is a way, yeah.
Or maybe
Not,
looking somewhere else.
Yeah, well, that's what all the
not
dwarves are doing.
everyone, you know, has the luxury to get rescued by
Well,
a sudden stranger
Obviously,
who
we
takes you
aren't
away
seeing
from
eye
your
to
home.
eye here, so
So you don't have to be evil anymore.
Obviously, we aren't seeing eye. I have my opinion. You can have yours.
It's fine if you don't trust him.
Yes, I
You
know.
don't know him, like I do.
He has not been very friendly towards you either.
He's done everything we asked. of him.
Jara still owed him money and we just disappeared for a few days.
Yeah, I also think Jara made some. I'm sorry, but you made some very poor life choices.
Mhm.
And that made you.
I never make bad life choices.
That's the person who said I
I'm
have
not
things
best at
family on
making life
fire.
choices.
Accident. Choice, technically.
Anyways,
Well, we had the
Idea.
facts.
let's all try to barge in that place and kill everyone, okay? That's probably not. It probably isn't a good idea.
Yeah,
I mean, in the hideout, maybe, but the tavern indeed holds patrons that are not necessarily
let's
members.
just set the
Like-
building on fire and I'll do all that stuff and just, you know, be the worst.
No, I'm not saying that. You always say I like to put things on fire, but that's not true. I can do other stuff.
Okay, then why suggest we just go in there when we know we can't?
I mean,
Like, maybe we can cut them by surprise, and then maybe they're like, ooh, they have something to offer, or we can take them hostage, or something like that. It doesn't. I don't mean. I don't want to kill everybody all the time.
well, okay, but like, what would we have to offer?
I don't know.
So you honestly
yeah.
think people just, are suspicious barging into your area? The first thing you're like, ah yes, they have stuff to offer.
Yeah, baby.
Instead of immediately try to attack us.
I think they won't try to attack us immediately. I think they would probably just like try to get us out of there as soon as possible. And if we don't comply, attack.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know how this organization works, but
I mean, they're criminals, but like, they have to have some charisma to like get the entirety of Top Town
I mean,
to work.
fear can do a lot of things.
Well, yeah.
You don't have to be charismatic for that.
Intimidation.
No, but you can't just start murdering people. Out willy-nilly. Of course you can just start murdering people, but like, you do need to have some cooperation. That's why I thought like we could like sneak into get into one of the fights there.
And then what?
Find out where fucking Kieran is being held.
I just wanna. I want you to be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How big is the chance that like Kieran is really alive still?
Very big.
Very high.
Why? Why would they keep him alive?
Because he has more to offer than.
I mean,
Like,
he
they're
fucked them over already.
Yeah, but he has also like made them loads of more money. They probably just like torture him for a while, and then try to make him do stuff for them again.
Yeah, I have no idea what his background is with this.
Well, let's say it like that. I mean, you were very sleepy. Yes.
Yeah,
a few
I was
days
not
ago.
feeling so good. No.
I can tell. No, but Kieran helped them get the slave trade through the wildlands.
Human trafficking is different from slavery.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you, Brain. Human trafficking trade. Kieran helped them set that up under the rest, but like
Made the route safe. Which is what you need if you want to traffic people successfully.
Yeah. So.
But they already have that, so why do they need him again?
Well, they probably need more ways to smuggle people into other places. Or, maybe there's other ancient artifacts. They did say that they didn't want to kill him, and they seemed very legit. I think I rolled a 1 on that check, but like, they were very legit. But someone else rolled like.
This is legitness.
But. His plan.
Yeah.
Well, we need to.
My plan got debunked. Because my plan got debunked.
I mean, I would love to know if you have anything.
No.
If you had an actual plan.
Yeah, okay. Just walk in there and then say like, we have stuff.
Or like maybe they capture us. Maybe they could, if they would like break us.
I mean, if we would do the walking in, it would have to be disguised.
Also, we would need a place that they can't just like get all of our stuff, because.
Okay, but we are no that plan no.
Being captured is not a bad idea. But I mean, the fights are a way to get close easily, or like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but. Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how that would exactly help us. We would need to find out a way from there. Try to find a way, like maybe because we need to go down into like a sewer type of situation, which you don't have here.
But you see, like we are not, and I don't say this because it's us, but we are quite powerful. as a group. So we would be very useful if they would like have us as one of their minions.
Yeah, but they need to trust us for that.
Would they though?
The thing is, we are
Probably.
too powerful to be enslaved.
Yeah.
That's
They would need to be, no, not necessarily trust us, but trust that we don't harm them.
yeah. So that
Like,
we.
for example, if you had family members of those people.
So they're
And you know, we made sure they don't.
yeah, no, that's yeah. That's,
So, how many people can we make invisible?
How many times can the bone cast invisibility?
Up to 10 times.
Up to 10 people without using any spell slots then? Does it become non-magical like when you use it for the last time? That's some magic I
Yeah,
didn't
then
know.
I just have to put the spell in again at the next long rest.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Top 10
Does
charges.
it recharge itself?
No, I have to put
You have to-
I personally have to put the spell in, but I don't need to have the spell prepared to put it in. I'll
Right.
just be like,
So
this
does it?
bone can cast invisibility.
So when Kieran used it and when you used it on the carpet, it went down in charge and you had to recharge it at some point.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming you did when like
Yeah.
between the long rest, of course. But okay, well 10 times.
Okay.
It's like a battery.
and for how long? Just like the normal invisibility.
Just normal invisibility.
So an hour.
That's really good.
So you guys be invisible. I'll disguise myself. So you know, it doesn't look crazy like he's opening the door for no one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You go in.
I
And
mean, you
But
can do the
are you-
disguising thing.
yeah, I have disguise self.
Are you sure you want to disguise yourself as your friend?
My friend lives all the way in Barbadoof.
They smuggle people to Barbadoof.
Okay, sure. I'll have my other arm missing, and I'll have a scar on my eye so I don't look exactly like I look like his other twin. Who also lost an arm for some reason. I'll be Raylan's twin. I'll be Malin.
You know, yeah. But like,
I lost my other arm. I have a scar on my eye, and my hair is a bit longer.
But
I mean, you
maybe
don't like-
it's also very important that they don't see you leaving as him. Just, you know.
Yeah, they haven't seen anyone come in that looks like him.
So maybe we should all go out invisible. And then all you go out as you.
I mean, what we also could do is I just go invisible out of this entire town and then walk in as my disguised self, immediately go to him.
I mean, yeah, that's also.
Okay, let's do that then.
What?
So it looks like this person suddenly came into top 10%.
Can't you just cast disguise self on yourself and then become invisible and then?
Yeah, could do that too. Because they don't disguise self doesn't require concentration.
I could.
And then you can just walk out of like a little.
An alleyway or
Alleyway.
something, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll
Oh,
do
it's-
that.
That
Stay
saves
safe.
you the time to go.
In
from-
Top Town itself, you have to think a couple 100,000 people live there. One random person extra showing up may not necessarily be that weird.
Yeah.
No, but it has to be like they keep an eye out, right?
Sure, for people that they're looking for,
Yeah.
which your group is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyways.
They don't keep track of every person because they just the logistics wouldn't match up. They don't have that many members.
Weak. Anyways, I will disguise myself. I'll give myself a cool scar, a bit longer hair. My other arm is missing.
Sure.
Can you grow a little taller?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she would have to if she wants to match Reeland's size. Reeland's taller. He's a gnome.
Sure.
I'm very small. And yes, I can grow taller when I disguise myself.
But there's a limit to that, right?
Yeah. I can't disguise myself a size up.
Yeah. Okay. So you can't
Just
be
like a
me.
few inches.
No.
You can be a small me.
Yes, I could technically just become you, but small.
I feel like that would be a bad idea. Cause
Yeah, no,
I'm not
it's
gonna do
definitely
that,
is.
No,
but
yeah.
I could.
But
Yeah,
that's
okay.
weird.
Let's prank your parents one day.
Definitely not.
Why
No.
not?
That'd be kind of
I
funny.
don't think they would appreciate it.
It would
Well,
be
is there someone I could prank by looking like you? Is there someone in your family who would appreciate that?
No,
Do you have anyone in your family who has a sense of humor?
What they all
What do
mean.
you think of my humor?
Well, I said your family. Like, I know you would appreciate it if I looked like a mini you. You two would.
Then no, I'm
obviously
the
think
weird
that.
one in my family.
I knew that
They're
already.
such dogs.
I was just hoping that maybe your family
mean-
had one redeemable quality
my
of having
brother,
humor.
yeah, no, my brother could be fun.
Would he appreciate this joke, do you think?
I don't think he wants to see me any way, shape, or form.
Damn.
Oh, That's
Your
hard.
family isn't even funny. They have no redeemable qualities.
Also, how do we get out of... Do we just wait for someone to enter the front door, or do we just open it? Invisible.
Are there windows?
We'll climb out
Could
the
we
window.
climb out of a window?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shitty place. I didn't assume there were windows.
No, there are windows on the second floor.
Okay, we'll climb out of the window.
Is there one of the rooms that looks into an alleyway?
The whole area behind the and around the reddish war base, basically is an alleyway.
Okay.
There's no buildings attached to it, so it's matched to the night market. I would imagine that one side is like it would be like on a corner. So like I would say if you're standing in front of the building, the left side of it would be a street, but the other sides would be alleyways.
Okay.
And how busy is it in these alleyways?
Well, we need to
How
wait.
busy it would be in regular alleyways in a city. It's not necessarily more busy. Like every now and again somebody walks through. I don't know what you're trying to suggest.
I don't know what city you live in, but alleyways are scary. Okay.
Okay.
This is a medieval town. This isn't, one of our big cities where you get stabbed.
I mean,
No, you would-
I
you would-
think that
in a
would
You
medieval-
will
still be
definitely get
medieval.
stabbed here.
I mean,
But
in a
not
medieval town,
I think that would happen there too.
they would carry weapons around as well to protect themselves. So you could get stabbed. And
Yeah, but how are they gonna stab you if you're invisible?
good point.
Good point.
What are you guys trying to do? I'm so confused.
I don't know.
No,
We climb out, invisible, into the alleyway.
at night.
At night.
Yeah.
Sarah
Okay.
is disguised as someone else,
As Malin.
but
Mailing.
Are you
Yeah.
also climbing out of the window?
yes,
We're
And
all.
also invisible.
Everyone is apparently climbing out of the window.
I mean, I was.
I am disguised, but I'm invisible.
I-
Sure.
I was just like, if we open the front door, it might be odd.
That the front
Sure.
door is opening and nobody is in or out yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Sure.
Yes.
And also, I apparently need to walk out of an alleyway, because walking out of this inn as Malin is weird.
Yes.
Sure.
I mean, if you didn't see it, yeah, no, never mind. You can just walk out.
Yeah,
if
we
you want to.
don't even need the whole climbing out of a window. I can just walk out
Okay.
disguised out of this front door. Like, they don't know.
But if this plan fails, it's no your fault.
Okay.
Alright, so
Fine. All right.
we skip to later that evening. You guys stay in the reddish boy. You don't
Yeah.
leave during the day,
No.
right?
No.
Alright. It becomes later at night, at which point best would normally be closed. Who turns invisible?
Me, George, and
Angie.
and
Okay.
Angie.
You disguise yourself
As Malin.
and turn invisible.
No,
No, you don't turn invisible.
No, I don't turn invisible. I will just walk out of the door
Alright,
as Malin.
so-
I walk to best.
Alright.
But-
Are you waiting on them, or are you like what's?
Yeah, they are following me.
Okay, but they have to get out of the window first.
Yeah.
No, I am walking out of the door so you can,
Yes,
follow
Oh, so
me.
no one's climbing out of a window. You guys made this so much more complicated than it should be.
Yeah, I know.
Christ. Okay, so
We are all leaving through the
We're all
door.
thinking of details
Okay,
that
okay.
don't matter.
so everybody that's invisible makes stealth checks. You make a performance check. You get to use either your charisma or your dexterity. It's up to you.
Oh yes, a
With-
+1
with-
either way.
Oh.
With advantage, your stealth.
If only I could use
You're
my
invisible.
intelligence.
Yay!
Can George use guidance?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Actually, no, because if he casts a spell where he's visible, it disappears and guidance doesn't last that
Oh.
long. So no guidance.
It's just a straight roll.
For George.
I mean, unless you say that George is not wearing his armor.
No,
George
he
is
wouldn't.
definitely wearing his armor.
He
Yeah?
wouldn't do that.
Right.
Yeah, he wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Then
be-
it's a straight
Yeah,
roll.
we're not gonna meta game him out of his armor.
So,
No.
I mean, you're
We
also
don't
not
have the
Playing
power.
this anything.
survived, but sure. What'd you get for your
Wow.
performance?
A dirty 20.
20, okay?
Wow.
Angie, stealth.
A dirty 20.
Alright, Chair?
I rolled two 18s
Okay.
for For
you and George.
24. And
No.
George rolled a
Oh.
90.
George rolled a 90.
Okay, so
For 20. Dirty
Right.
20.
pretty good. You guys exit the tavern, possibly not under any sort of suspicion. I would like for 1 or 2 people to make perception checks to see whether or not you have a tail as you're crossing the night market.
No.
Which at this point is an actual market, and the night market is one of the few places that is relatively busy at night.
I am disguised, I am not Kruimzeren, so I'm not gonna steal.
Oh,
Me and George again.
I am very sad
Yeah.
that I'm not stealing, but...
I'll be the...
Malin doesn't
the,
steal.
the restraint.
This is strange.
Malin doesn't.
George
Zero
got, an,
is.
Also, I very much did the Mario Wario thing.
One second.
George got a natural 20 for 29. On
Okay,
perception.
and sure.
On perception,
Yeah.
16.
Malin is an
With
upstanding
certainty-
member of society who does not steal.
wait. With certainty, George concludes that you are not being followed, and that this disguising has made it so that you're not.
We are
There's
not
no eyes
being
on you.
followed.
You make your way over to Best, who is the closed sign currently. And there is a new door in it, brand spanking new, reinforced.
That was quick. Damn.
I mean, he had half a day to get a door.
Yeah, that's right.
And craftsmanship, like that, like a door, construction material like that is one of the few things that's not necessarily that hard to get to. Especially not if you have like 30 platinum to spend.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, you get to that door. The letterbox opens up. Hi.
Hello, I am Malin. I am no missing an arm.
Make a performance check with disadvantage. And he'll make an insight check. Okay.
This is a 2 natural one.
No, it's seven
Seven
and
and
a natural one.
For a total of?
2.
He goes, I could fucking tell. Fucking, and like you hear the locks opening up, and the door to the shop opens, and he like holds it open for a little bit longer. Kind of like checks outside. He isn't sure. Closes the door behind.
Well, we,
When he assumes that everybody's in,
yeah,
and begins
we
to
walk,
lock.
we walk in as well.
Okay. At which point he goes, "Where's the rest?
Here.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
We're invisible!
Twice.
Alright.
We told you we would be invisible.
No, I said that you guys were should come back not as you. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting invisible people.
I am the only one who can come back as not me, so they had to be invisible.
Ah, okay. Can they become visible?
Yes?
Okay.
Make yourself visible!
I don't want none of them touching my shit.
George is like in the middle.
Can I poke something?
You
Just
turn
tell me
visible with your finger on something.
Don't fucking. Alright.
You gotta appreciate that joke. I'm very funny.
Huh? So,
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna keep looking like this.
you need to figure out where their hideout is so you can fuck them all up, right? That's your plan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know where it is. There's also not a lot of people that currently want to deal with me that know. Thanks for that. What I do know is there's somebody that I know, that you know, that knows where it is, that with a little bit of persuading could possibly tell you where it is.
Jesus Christ.
And
Okay,
which
so-
and the person is?
Same person that gave you the note.
I don't know who gave me the note.
Oh, fucking, we weren't paying attention. Alright. Snapper is still walking around with the people.
Really?
She's present, more often than not, at the fights.
Mm-hmm.
Normally I would be able to send a message, but it's just that nobody's fucking approaching me these days. Again, thanks.
Well, you don't have to keep saying that.
However, as I said, she's present at the fights. You could find her there.
Mhm.
And I could get some strangers possibly in if they come in laying some big bets on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's gonna have to be some something in return for me sticking my neck out like that. This shortly after they kind of like decided not to want to deal with me anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking a risk. So, all you are walking around with a lot of bling bling. I'm not talking coins. I need a wall hanging piece, something that draws attention, something, you know, that gets people wanting to come here.
Something cool like this two-headed skull?
Fuck no. 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 No, that's gross. Put that away.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm talking something a little bit more, the arcane variety.
Where's...
And not some of that common shit. I've seen that before. I need some rare.
Oh, we did have stuff
I
we
want-
wanted to sell.
3 things. At least one thing has to be relatively rare. Then I'll stick my neck out again. Otherwise, you can find a place to do the fights yourselves. That's not my problem.
That's rare. With this one.
It's ready there.
That would work.
It's also ready there.
It
when
has
I'm
to be
wearing that.
arcane, right?
Arcane just means magical.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give him this, but I'm. How fun would it be? Like, do you want this very much cursed book with a gold dragon ghost in it?
Do you want these rags?
The wrappings of the abandoned are rare. Yeah. The crossbow is also rare.
I mean, my staff is rare. The rabbit food is uncommon.
At least he wants 3 things. At least one has to be rare. That's what he said, at least.
And the other things are just like...
He wants to have a couple of magic things. And he wants at least
This
one
one
thing to
doesn't
be
even.
rare.
This one just says artifact.
Yeah, so
Artifact is beyond legendary.
I'm not gonna give him that.
Oh, okay.
But how fun would it be? Just be like, you want a cursed book with a ghost of a gold dragon in
Oh
it?
god.
Say it exactly like that.
The muscle's still like moving.
Yeah, just show him the book.
Yeah.
What do you think of this book?
I mean, you show him the book.
I show
He goes,
him.
what the fuck are you carrying? Put that shit away before it leaks somewhere.
Okay.
God.
What kind of book is that?
It's like a book that's like has like the cover made of like muscle and skin, and it still like
Yeah,
twitches
it's
every now and again.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he says that. My clothing is literally like pouring sand on the ground.
It's not pouring. It's
Well,
like
there's sand
sprinkling
falling off
every now
my
and again,
shit
but it disappears again.
constantly.
Okay, you don't want that super rare book. How about
Did we have that cape that keeps?
No,
That's
still,
Bess.
Bess is that.
Oh, okay.
I
Best
gave
is
it to Bess
I don't
because he
remember.
looked very cool in it.
He
I
did.
mean,
You know what? We're gonna take a break while you guys figure this shit out. So, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Yes, we have no music. That was the one. I was like, "There's no, we're missing something."
There's something missing.
So, you're all in Best's shop, and he requested for his help 3 magic items, at least one of which had to be rare. You had some time to look through your stuff.
Yeah. Did you figure out what the Goblin Fury sword
Yes,
was?
it's a rare item.
You can also give the folding boat. It's rare.
Folding. Also, why didn't we use the
Why
folding
not?
boat to cross the river?
I think I brought it up. I brought up the fact that we had a folding boat and we still like.
Didn't use it.
Why?
I do not remember that. Anyways,
I think I did, but like. Oh no, maybe I said like later, like, oh wait, I had a folding boat.
it could be possible because
But it is rare.
Yeah.
We could just give the folding boat.
I mean, we don't use the boat, so
Yeah.
why not give it away?
Yeah, and then this question, like, are we gonna use the boat?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, if we were gonna, we would have done it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say.
You guys also haven't, to be fair, explored really since you got it.
That's also true.
Yeah, but
It-
we always
And,
find
and
another
the
way.
first opportunity we had to use it, we chose a magic carpet. So
Yeah, so. This one, so it definitely goes.
The only thing is, like, if we want to cross, like, big stretches of ocean.
yeah.
Large lakes.
Yeah.
The first moment we're gonna do that is to the Arctic, which alright will already be
Well, yeah.
made. Then we know we're gonna go into a big fucking fuck you mountain. We as a group don't necessarily see an opportunity to use that boat.
No, I'm just thinking, like,
But what's the reason for keeping the short sword?
No,
No, it's more of the we want to do the actual one rare thing. We don't want to give her more rare things.
I mean, I kind of don't want to. The Fury Sword is.
If you want to do that, we'll do that.
We can do both. That's
You
what
can
I'm saying.
just also do.
I kind of
both.
want to keep the Viper's Fang because
Then
it's
we
like.
keep the Viper's Fang. We'll
Keep
do
the
this
Viper-
if you Goblin short sword and the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We'll
the idea is...
these three.
So you hand best the Goblin Fury Sword, the Folding Boat, and the Lucky Rabbit's Foot.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. He takes those. You see him for a while go behind his counter for a second, where he, with a little bit of effort and some time, he casts Identify. Or actually, he casts not Identify, he casts Detect Magic. He's not that skilled. And after some time, he goes, okay, that works. So,
Your idea was to have 4 strangers.
yes, I need 4 strangers and not 4 of you, because they don't want to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
I could enter somebody into a fight, as I said.
Alright.
That person needs to be not you. And, I need... The other, if the rest has to be spectators, they have to already come in laying pretty heavy bets.
Mm-hmm.
So that needs to happen. If you want, you can enter in more people, but normally people die, so you can try. But I don't think they'll stop the fight until everybody, except for one person, is dead. Also, whoever's entering, you might die.
So why can't it be me who enters?
It could be you who enters, just saying that.
It
Oh,
not-
it just can't be you. It can be you, but in the same way that that's not that lizard, can be you.
No, yeah, I get that, but like
That's the part.
I thought you meant as in like
No, fuck it. I don't really give a shit who goes in.
Sure.
But anybody who wishes to come along with the fighter is easy. They're willing to take fighters more often because people die, so they're limited supply.
Mhm.
Spectators need to come in with a financial
investment.
investment. Yeah.
I mean,
So there'll be an entry fee atop of the bets that you already need to put down.
can you? What are like the bets are being made? What are the like?
How
Heavy? How high?
Like, what do they consider a lot of money?
A couple of hundreds.
Batman?
No, gold. God, I mean, there's rich people here that like seeing poor people fight, but they're not that rich people.
That's why
Because
we
we
need
don't
to
have
know,
it.
because we are kind of really loaded.
Sure.
I mean,
Why did you say that?
Yes,
mean,
I
knows,
have
but, like-
Wait, let me
I
check.
don't know how this underground
I
thing
have,
works.
like,
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
fine.
correct, I have such a satisfying number. Yes, I have 444 copper pieces. I'm so rich.
That's not worth shit. But
I have 52. But, yeah.
Did Zero wink at me? What?
that's like 4 gold.
I know. So, I'm so loaded.
But is this gold pieces then?
Yes.
Okay, but
Okay.
I'll ask what the entry fee is,
Mhm.
so that you
Okay.
know ahead of time,
and
your proposed bets.
yeah. So, but like, all right. How do you want to? How should we disguise ourselves?
I don't care, just not you.
Right.
Right, you were figuring out how you wanted to disguise
So
yourselves.
You can fight without one.
Like who would like?
But you would be in a very disadvantage, right?
If I recall correctly, the only thing that happens if I fight with one arm is that I.
You can't make your offhand attack.
Yeah. So it's not.
Which means you can't make your offhand attack using your weapon. As a monk, you can still like kick.
Yeah.
You just
So
can't use your weapon to make an offhand attack.
so it's not that bad, but like, if I come there like either with a prosthetic arm or with.
I mean, I think without an arm is more logical because I don't think a lot of people have fake arms.
Okay, but
Did
the
you?
sky self is just my physical appearance. This alter self is way more powerful than the sky self.
Okay.
Would alter self
no.
disguise the arm is the question.
No, because alter self changes you physically. Disguise self can make you look different clothes, look older, different hair color, look different like a male, female, like different shit. Alter self can grow gills, can give you webbed hands, can actually change the length of your hair, stuff like that. It can't regenerate an arm. Because that's the difference between first and second level magic and 7th level magic.
Yeah, no.
So no, it cannot regenerate.
It's not like regrowing the arm, it's more, making that arm not seem like a prosthetic.
Yeah, if we would have an illusion.
That would be alter self again changes you physically, so it wouldn't change the prosthetic. If you want the prosthetic to look real, that would require illusion, or a very good disguise check. Because if you cover up most of the arm with like clothing, and then you would only have to do the hand, and if you're wearing the gauntlets, that would disguise most of that. Although,
we could try that. I don't know how well you can.
You haven't fought me yet, so the gauntlets haven't been too apparent as part of your loadout per se. So
No, that's fair. No, I was more like thinking, how well can you disguise the arm? Because I think that's the biggest problem.
I mean, buy you some new clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then if the clothes, how far do the gauntlets go?
a little bit past the wrist.
So if you have like clothes that go here and then the gauntlets
They
over
go,
top,
yeah. That's what I was
then
thinking
you
as well.
wouldn't be able to see
Mhm.
the arm at all. But then we have to like fix everything else still because you still look like Util or Jara.
Yeah,
Util here probably.
it's still Chera.
But still you.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but like the disguise kit, and then watch out for the microphone.
Yeah. The dog was pulling on the cable. So, you were looking for a way to disguise...
Well,
Yeah.
all of us, but
All of
mostly
you,
my
yes.
arm.
Right.
Yeah. So if we can cover it up with clothing, your gauntlet, we can then you can alter yourself.
Yeah, or the disguise kit can.
Yeah.
I don't know how powerful disguise kit can be,
Disguise kit can be really good.
but you need to have an eye check.
Sure. Or you would have
We
to...
aren't proficient.
If you have... Nobody's proficient?
No.
I mean, you would have to make a performance check.
Are you proficient?
Not with the disguise kit.
You'd have to make a performance check with the disguise kit, because that's most fitting for what you guys are trying to do. And the only downside, because not being proficient, just makes it so that you don't get your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
No, because normally... No, the check would have to be made with disadvantage. Because if you're not proficient with something and you're trying to use it, it's disadvantage.
Yeah, because we don't.
Yeah. With tools, it's specifically so that the moment you become proficient, you also get your bonus on it,
Yeah.
which is different from like armor and weapons. Armor and weapons, if you're proficient, you just don't get disadvantage.
Yeah.
Sadly, with tools, I would say that
How long would we have before these fights?
you're asking best this.
So yeah,
Best to go. Normally they're like once a week, and they had one a couple of days ago.
Okay, so we would have time.
Maybe like a day or 2, 3.
Okay, so I could get a haircut. Zero. If
Well-
you
And
promise,
I'm getting real good at it. I'm getting so much practice. I'm almost proficient
because
with
it's still fucked up.
I think you did it once.
I
for
did
me.
it multiple times. Most of my practice with hair is just braiding George's beard.
that's right.
I braid his beard every night before I go to bed.
And we can paint my hair.
Yeah, we can dye your hair.
The only thing is that we need.
Dye, well.
If we go outside looking like us and we get changes done, they will know that we have changes done.
Yeah, so
So you want to leave as us, come back as not us?
where
Maybe we
would
could-
we go to change?
The first level.
We tell that person with our rooms like we're gonna go for a little bit and then come back not looking like us. So keep our rooms open.
Don't say that.
That would be. Then everyone would know.
I don't know. I don't know if Shank would tell.
Shank's maybe not, but this tavern is pretty filled.
Yeah, I don't think we should tell Shank. I think we should just accept the L.
Alright, I didn't pay for it anyways.
But like,
Yeah, that's right.
isn't first floor a couple of days away?
No, first floor is it's a day to travel through it, half a day to travel to it. You want to do something. Because getting to the second layer was a day and a half, so a day traveling through the first layer and then half a day traveling.
So if we go now,
It's early at night.
yeah. And we have to sleep. If we sleep and we leave early in the morning, the first, then we go change.
Yeah, we have to change in a day basically, and then go
but
back.
maybe we should come back separately.
Yeah, that's probably smart. Do you know where those fights are being held?
No, I was gonna wait for my payment before I was gonna figure that out.
Wait.
Because if you guys didn't want to pay me, then I'm not gonna stick my neck out. But now you paid me, so when I have time, I'm gonna figure it out.
Okay.
Important question. So, if someone comes to place a bet, they need to come with a fighter they want to place, or can it be like, I want to bet on someone here? Like,
Newcomers normally need to normally bring a fighter. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I can.
And that, or you're being invited by somebody who's already been a spectator. And then you could, but then you need to know somebody who already once joined with a fighter that brought.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Or you need to know somebody who's like part of the organization of the fighting. So if you know a member of the Iron Syndicate that is willing to invite you, then you also don't have to bring a fighter.
Definitely not.
But it's like you either need to know somebody who's going there and they invite you, or you need to bring somebody who.
The only person I know is Legio because of his name.
Well, and
I don't think he's inviting any of you.
No, and Snapper isn't as well. I don't even know.
Well, Snapper, I don't know how to contact. I mean, I used to, not anymore.
Yeah.
So then we go to 1. We disguise.
Can we come in looking like ice?
That would be a bad idea.
That would be such
And then
a
we
bad
come
idea.
back, and then I can be like, haha, this is my fighter, and I want to play that.
Coming back separately won't necessarily help, considering you do want to enter as a group, right? Or do
Yeah,
some of you
that's-
not want to go to the fights?
No, that's what that was.
Yeah, then coming back separately isn't necessary.
No.
No, that's why I was asking
Yeah,
for
sure.
the fight.
I would say to be safe, and minimum of 100 gold piece bet per person on your fighter is a good way to try and convince them to get in. I've heard bigger numbers go around, I've heard smaller numbers, but considering they're a little careful right now, that's what I would advise. That would come on top of whatever their entry fee is, which will not be as high, I think.
Okay.
Maybe for newcomers it will be. I don't know. I haven't been new for a while.
Understandable. Once you're stuff being new, you can never be new there again.
Exactly. So, but I don't think I'm going, especially when you guys are going.
No, that's fair.
Disguise George.
Take his armor off.
Shave his beard. But
The
for the
most
sake,
easy way to disguise George is just like you, dye his beard.
that's probably a good one.
Yeah.
And I'll braid it in a very different style then.
Can you braid it so it looks shorter?
I can.
So
For the sake of brevity,
Yeah.
you guys, with invisibility, once again leave Best's shop,
Yeah.
knowing that he will try to contact. You guys go back to the register board now, right?
Yeah.
You guys sleep there for a night.
Yeah.
Following day, publicly, the big 4, 5 leave the reddish boar, not trying to stealth, making sure that they notice that you're leaving, and you go to the first level. Okay. That would mean that on the following day at noon, you would arrive in the center of the first level, which would allow you to shop around
Yeah.
for disguises.
Are there still people around us, like looking at us, following us?
If you're not trying to hide, and you're trying to make it a little obvious that your group is leaving, then you can check, but it's pretty much guaranteed.
That they're following us. To first
I mean,
level.
No. Iron Syndicate has no authority on the first level. They only run top town.
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, if you want to make sure, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Alright, go ahead and make your perception check.
You cocked. Is it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's worse.
This is even worse.
That's a 0.
It is unlikely, but you're never certain.
Never.
Maybe that bird over there. Keeping an eye.
Definitely the bird.
Maybe that bird's my bird.
No, it's the bird of the underground.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I sent my bird away, so it needs to come back.
Yes, it's flying to Reeland right now.
Yes.
Since episode 95. You sent it from Illinois. Right,
So we're trying to find this guy.
Party leaves.
Isn't it like
There's a few ways you can do this. Either somebody can buy a disguise kit and you can roll with that, or you can tell me how you want to disguise yourself. I'm gonna give gold prices for that, and then it will just be rather the exchange being you have to roll high. It's gonna be gold for having a set good disguise. If you pay enough, you don't have to roll. So I'm saying.
We should probably pay.
I mean, a disguise kit's real cheap, and then you can do most of what you want to do with that. But if you're willing to lay some money down for this, it can be nearly guaranteed that you're well
but, like,
disguised.
The hardest things to disguise is a prosthetic arm,
Yep.
a human,
Yes.
and a kobold.
Yes.
I
And
can
the specific-
make myself an elf.
And the specific look of one dwarf of Morden.
So actually, all of us.
All of you. I mean, George is probably the simplest to make look not like just like any other dwarf.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest. So let's start with George. This is you guys' problem now.
Oh,
How do
we
you
get
guys-
to do the thing we did back then when we disguised you!
The only thing I won't
Yes.
allow, because George would never allow it,
It's cutting off his
is
beard.
shaving his
Oh,
beard
no,
or hair.
I wouldn't even think about
That's
it.
the only thing that's not allowed. Everything else is fucking off on
Oh,
the table. This
Time
is
Head.
This
Time to go to see a blood, George!
this is what happens if you're not present.
Oh,
How's the barbecue tasting now?
no, I know.
What?
I'm gonna give him frosted tips. I'm gonna make him look like a boy band member.
Guy Fieri.
His hair will look like Guy Fieri's.
I mean,
Oh, by the way, before you left Bess, if he needs to enter you in names, he needs a couple of names. To give
Right.
up.
Okay,
So
sure.
okay.
I can't be my detective, I can't be my princess, and I can't be my ninja, so I'll have to find a new. I'll be Malin. I'll keep the name Malin.
Also, also
Give
keep-
me
But I
one
can't.
moment.
The problem with being a kobold is I can't, make myself look like a gnome for a longer period of time.
So you will be written in as Malin.
Yes, Malin is my name.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
What's the name for what are you doing for Utzel or Chara?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm not sure if they would know Chara, but it would be a risk trying to enter as that.
Probably not. Probably just make a different name.
And what name is
Oh.
George getting?
That's a
Fi Gary.
Fi Gary.
How do you spell that?
Fi Jerry.
How do you spell that?
F-U-Y.
F-U-Y
And then Gary.
G-A-R-R-Y.
Yes.
Fly Gary. Sure.
Fi Gary.
So,
Are we also getting him like the shirt with like the flames on it?
No, but he will have armor with flames on it.
you're buying new armor. Cost per thing.
The thing is, like, George wouldn't wear armor.
Wouldn't not wear armor.
Yeah, he would
That's
definitely
true,
wear
that's
some
true,
form
it's-
of armor, and it will have flames on it.
That'll have to be part of his disguise then.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's
but-
paying for it, so.
Chara, Angie, what do you...
And yes,
That's a
he
good
will
name.
dye
Yeah,
his
that's
hair
a
to
good
have
name, I'm
be
thinking.
brown with frosted blonde tips.
Okay.
And I will braid it to make
So,
it look a bit
Dwarf
shorter.
names.
so, hair
D&D.
given
Exactly.
frost and
You can do elf.
tips.
I know.
Okay, anything else about George specifically?
Only that I have braided his hair to look a bit shorter.
Braided his
You can
beard,
give
I'm
him a
assuming.
mullet as well.
Yes, he will wear his hair as a mullet.
With frost.
Yes, it has
No,
frosted tips
actually,
with a
no.
mullet.
Maybe not as frosted. Maybe not as a mullet, but like the Guy Fieri haircut with like the spikes.
No,
He's wearing a helmet most of the time.
I don't want him to go full on
You don't
short.
want-
I want him to have a mullet.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright. So, George as Gary with hair with frosted tips. His hair is braided to look shorter, and he wears his hair in a mullet.
Yes.
Okay. I need the rest of you guys to disguise it. How are you disguising yourself?
I am thinking. I just thought of the best one for George. Now it's my turn to think for myself.
Does Angie or Chera have a name yet?
No.
I saw Rennie's fire belt. I kind of like it. So
How do you spell that?
R-A-N-N
R-A-N-N
Y. Look.
and then fire belt.
S-S.
S-S.
And then fire belt as a last name.
Renice.
Yeah,
Okay.
Renice.
Fire belt.
Okay.
Angie?
Phinia Phoenix Whisper.
Phinia. Phoenix Whisperer.
Mhm.
Can I change my name to
Furbia.
No, like
And how are you guys disguising
Gary
yourselves?
the platypus.
How are you guys disguising yourselves? What do you look like after your disguise?
Well,
As a
you
rich.
I need hair and clothing.
Okay.
And any prosthetics
Yeah.
that you're doing.
A wealthy looking elven clothes.
Okay, so what the fuck's it called? Like it has a specific name. Like expensive clothing.
Fine clothes?
Noble.
Yes, I think fine
Oh,
clothes. Nice, so fine clothes.
Yeah.
Different color hair.
Yes. I am red now.
Yes, most of the time.
So
You become more blonde when you cast spells.
yeah. They haven't seen me cast spells, right? The Syndicate.
Yes, they have.
Yeah,
When?
In the night market when she cast magic missile.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty obvious.
Wait, did you actually cast it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Because that was
No,
a debate.
I
No, 'cause
used the.
That means she would have killed the kid, and she didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't kill the kid.
But it's
No,
it's.
you targeted the ground.
Yeah, but didn't I use
I'm not sure.
the?
It's up to you whether you want to take that guess or not.
I don't. I
If
don't
I
remember.
would, if I
You
would,
did cast magic missile, but I don't remember
if
if
I
you
would
used
dye
it.
my hair,
Yes.
it will still be blondish. When
It
I
depends
cast
which color you dye.
black.
Black? I'll say if you cast any spell above 3rd level, it will burn away any dye you put in it and give you your original hair back. As it can just... Because that's kind of like the flame idea. That's probably what would happen. So any 3rd level or higher spells would do that. Anything under that, you're safe and you would keep whatever different color hair you give it. But if you
Third
cast...
level or higher.
Yeah, so if you cast Fireball, then your hair is revealed again.
Yeah, but I can cast Fireball. Technically, it's 2nd level now.
Oh, you can use your 2nd level spell something. Yes, you can. And that would help.
So, okay, so I will make it very dark
Dark? Black or brown?
brown. Very dark brown.
Brown hair.
And get a little haircut.
But is Zero doing that?
Wait.
No.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Some jewelry, probably. Not too expensive, but like.
How many gold's worth of jewelry are you willing to put in?
5.
Or give me a gemstone that you would wish the jewelry to be made from.
Jesus.
Unless you want to use like just plain gold, silver, platinum, copper colors, which is also possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Grab copper because that will go with the coppery look I'm going
Sure.
for. So yeah.
Copper jewelry.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Maybe some green. That works well.
Yeah, little woods. I'll take the green and brown colors.
I'll say
into
to
my
get a
dress.
decent amount of jewelry to make you look distinctive will be 25 gold pieces.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Right, that's a decent disguise.
Yeah,
If you
and
want to add
then
something.
elf. I want to be elf.
Oh, prosthetic air fleers.
Yeah,
Prosthetic.
that's it for me.
He'll be a cosplayer.
Hey,
Yes.
Shara, what are you doing?
Right. I was thinking, like, since my skin is darker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't I use alter self to change the color of that? But like, how long does it? How long does it stay?
alter self last from the potion?
10 minutes.
Oh,
So that's
Alter
not.
self the spell is an hour, so...
no, never mind. Then probably go.
A very light foundation. Or very dark, just depends on what you want.
Yeah, I could do that too. I mean, probably.
Just have war paints over your entire body.
Yeah, because since I'm the fighter, like,
Mhm.
wouldn't that mean I'm like lower class?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So probably should have like a jacket, which like comes up to my elbow, but like have like wraps around my tits.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to have a binder.
Yeah, a binder, and then a jacket over top, like nothing here, and then like just like normal scraggly pants.
So common clothes.
Common clothes, yeah. Probably change my hair color to like something like red. It's distinct. From
Red hair?
so change my hair color red, and then get a haircut as well. Shave off most of the beard. I still have that. And is there like foundation?
Yeah, would be part of the disguise kit.
Could it just foundation everything? Or
Yeah.
like war paint everything?
I'll say yes, but if you want to do like that much, I will say that for that, like, because I'm adding up what you have to do, and some things fall under the disguise kit, so you need to buy one disguise kit to do that stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to do that amount of coloration, then I would say that you would have to buy a separate disguise kit for that, which is 25 gold pieces just to do that.
Okay.
But it's a lot of investment, but it makes it very sure that you're looking different.
Yeah. I think that's smart, probably. Right.
Like, should I put down heavy makeup or war paint?
Heavy makeup. I think war paint is.
Could sell it.
War paint would be sold better. That's so.
War paint?
Sure, yeah, sure. Let's do war paint. Be from a rare tribe.
Alright, so you have a set of common clothes.
Yeah.
You dye your hair red, you get a haircut, you shave your beard, and you get war paint.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else? That's pretty solid.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Sierra.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes?
Are strollers a thing?
Strollers?
Yes.
For a child?
Yes.
No, not strollers. I think you would have like the carriages, the baby carriages.
Yes.
Yes?
Would you be okay with being a mom? Because I am so tiny I could pass as a child.
A mom with her child going to a fight?
Yes.
Ooh.
You want to show me from the rippled angel freshly born how brutal and bloodthirsty you are?
No, weren't you going as
Yeah, I thought you were
I
going
can't be a gnome for that long.
No, that's
Yes, you can. Just keep expending spell slots.
I don't have enough spell slots to be that long.
How long
It's
does
an
this
hour?
guys-
How many spell slots do you have?
In total?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
If you up
10. You can be a gnome for 10 hours.
10.
That's pretty long.
If you upcast it, does it last longer?
No.
That's sad.
Upcasting, I think, does nothing for this guy self.
No, that's probably the case.
It doesn't say so, in fact.
No, probably does nothing, but like.
Yeah, because if it would allow you to do more people, that would also be fucked up, because then that takes away from seeming, which is a 5th level spell. Yeah, no upcasting.
Damn.
Yeah. Sad.
But 10 hours is still pretty long.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can do that.
I could, but then I have no spells, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
On the 10th hour, you will have no spells.
Yeah.
before that, you do. Like, I don't. It doesn't take that long to get, like...
If stuff goes tits up and you need to be casting spells anyway, then I don't think your disguise will matter a whole lot.
Yeah,
Alright.
exactly.
If you're gonna start fighting them, your
That,
disguise will not do nothing.
then the only thing I will be able to do is keep being this gnomish person.
Okay.
Because there is no way as kobolds. I can disguise myself well enough to not be a kobold.
True. You need some kind of spell or something.
Is it still reeling with his other arm missing?
Yes, I'm still maiden with a scar over my eye and my other arm missing.
I mean, you can buy mana potions.
Oh yeah, you can buy
yeah.
those.
You could do
There,
that.
I have 12.
I mean, you could buy more if you want to ensure that you have more spell slots.
Now, we'll just need to ensure we do it in these 12 hours.
Sure. That means your disguise, the cheapest one among you. George, if George is going to be wearing his self-made armor, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna wear the flame armor I suggested.
Okay. Armor is pretty expensive. I'm not gonna allow you to buy a whole set of new plate because that costs 1,500 gold. We're not gonna subtract that much from his money. Even half plate's already like 750 gold. A set of chainmail is only 75 gold, and a set of splint is 200 gold. But it does lower his AC a little bit. Unless you guys have other sets of plate. I don't know if you guys have other sets of plate armor.
Only decorative.
Yeah, the decorative wouldn't protect him, wouldn't increase his armor class.
I know I have nothing.
Could I wear the decorative armor as like
Sure, we prepare your disguise, but considering you already bought it, it's not going to cost anything. But
Yeah,
you
no,
can add it to your
okay.
disguise. Sure. Decorative, what is the best plate?
yeah, it's I don't know where it is. Somewhere.
What do you guys want to do for George? As I said, mainly his armor.
Yeah, silver breastplate with lace-like design.
How much would it lower his AC?
Splint, so the 200 gold would bring it from his base from 18 down to because he has 18 plus bonus, right? But his plate gives him 18. Splint would bring it down by 1. Shamal would bring it down by 2. Which I think his standard is a 21 AC, so that means
His
with
standard is 22.
22. In that case, with his if you got chainmail, his AC would be 20
Okay.
for the time that he's wearing the chainmail.
How much is the chainmail?
Chainmail 75, splint is 200, and plate is 1,500. That's why I'm not allowing you guys to buy plate with his money.
No,
This is too much.
no, that also makes sense.
75.
Like, I'm willing to fuck you over a little bit with the way you look. I'm not willing to fuck you over that hard.
No, I know. I mean, I'm also not willing to fuck him over that hard.
Exactly.
I mean, I am, but...
So, what do you guys want to do armor-wise?
I mean, could we paint his regular armor to look like flaming armor? That's different. That looks different.
But like the design is very George-like. Right?
Sure. It will cost gold to change it. I'll allow it. It will cost the full price of a disguise kit, which is 25 gold.
Okay.
To undo it, however, will also cost another 25 gold.
I mean, I'll take that. That way he keeps his normal armor, but it will look different.
Yeah.
So, actually, I'll say you need a set of, like, metal workers or... No, wait, there's painter supplies. Let me check. Yes, painter supplies
Yeah.
cost 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, I have those.
So, oh, you have those?
Yeah, because I use those to make myself red whenever I need to be
Right,
sure
right.
Edward.
In that case, you can expend it, so that means that you have no paint left and you would have to buy new ones or make new ones in your case. I don't know if you can. To change his armor.
Okay.
Which I'll say that's something that you could like wash off for him.
Okay.
So.
If I'm correct, I had like 3.
Sure. If you have multiple, then
Yeah, because you told me like, oh, for one you can be disguised this long, and I was like, I'll take multiple.
okay.
Let me just see how much I have. Oh yeah, I have 3.
Armor painted by Painter's Supplies, already owned by Zira. Which means
I now have 2.
Zira's is free because it costs spell slots, but it doesn't cost any money. George's is free,
I mean,
but it's relatively convincing. Chera.
George did dye his hair, right?
Yeah.
Oh, George. Oh, right.
I dyed his
Right,
hair
that's the
brown
cost.
with frosted tips.
That's the cost of a disguise kit. Okay, so that's 25 gold pieces for George.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have his gold here.
You can live with that.
I do, and I'll tell him.
Oh, wait, I do have his gold.
Okay. Chera.
Yeah.
Yours is, let's see. For your common clothes, it's 5 silver pieces.
Mm-hmm.
To cut and dye your hair, it is a disguise kit, so 25 gold.
Mhm.
And war paint is another 25. For you, it's a total of 50 gold.
Okay.
And 5 silver. Angie?
Yeah.
Let's see, Zeros is free, but she's taking another risk. George 25. Chara 50, which is good because they know Chara the most. Angie, you have fine clothes for 15 gold pieces. Let's see. Dyeing your hair and prosthetic elf ears are part of the disguise kit for 25 gold pieces, bringing your total to 40. And then you have the decorative... and then you have 25 gold pieces worth of jewelry.
Yeah.
Which brings your total up to 40, 50, 60, 65.
Yeah.
And then you have the decorative breastplate, but you already owned that. You just
Yeah.
didn't wear it. So 65 gold pieces for you, which does disguise you pretty well, which is needed. So yeah, all of you exchange different resources to change yourselves, and the ones who need more changing needed to spend a little bit more money. So, let me write it down here as well. George spent 25 gold pieces. Angie spent 65. Jara spent 50 gold pieces and 5 silver.
Yep.
I'm assuming you pay them in those currencies as well?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Cheers free and Bree's not here. Okay.
Bree is dead.
I mean, she is here. Not just in spirit, she's in the hole.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Wait.
yeah.
No.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because
There's someone else
we
also.
we need to bring her to her family so they can have a proper burial for her.
There
Yeah.
are 2 people in the hole.
Bree is
right?
in the hole, and there used to be a dwarven paladin in the hole, but that one was left behind with Bess. Because that paladin was giving Bess visions. And there is a large crystal with a mummified body in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one
That
is
is
mine.
wearing-
Yeah.
That is wearing magical artifacts.
And all my
one
money
is mine.
and all the other
I need-
things are like a...
I need to figure
Inside.
out how to get that guy out of the crystal.
Sure.
I could punch it.
Maybe the crystal is... worth-
That will take the rest of your day, meaning you can sleep as part of the travelers in your tents and stuff while going back up to the surface. Which means on the 22nd you came to the surface, and in the evening you talked with Best. The 23rd you traveled down and got your disguises and disguised yourself. And on the 24th you'll arrive again back at Top Town at noon. So noon. So it would be the 24th.
Like the first month or the second?
24th of the first month.
Oh, wait, then my birthday is past.
When was that?
The 21st.
21st?
Yeah.
21st.
That was when we
that's
were
when
going
you-
down.
No, that's when you started going back up
Oh.
after you were at the Soul Forge. I don't know if Chara would have made it a big event per se.
Do we know
Don't-
it was your birthday?
George. George would know.
It's a stressful time. When there's more downtime, the party can be had.
I mean, I wouldn't make a big deal out of it. Probably Cher would forget it.
I'm the one who always makes a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But it's busy times right
Either 118
As-
or 119.
now. God damn, you old.
119 I think, because
Yeah.
there's already a year
No,
past.
We
no,
started
it
the
started at 115. So
we
it should
started
be
the campaign late in 3183.
118.
We played
3183.
We played throughout 3184, and it's currently the beginning of 3185.
So it went up to...
Oh, no, I'm 117
Yeah,
right now.
This is the second time we passed the first month in this campaign. So whatever
I
you
was 115 when we started, and then 16, and now it's 7. Oh, so I'm
117
Yeah,
now.
so,
So-
I need to change it.
I believe I'm like 25.
I think George got 30. Is 38 now or something? Zira's how old now? Because your birthday is when? Which month?
13th of the first month.
13 of the first month. So you also aged up twice already. Two years actually.
I had 2 birthdays.
What did you start the campaign at?
As a 3-year-old.
So you're
you're
5
5.
now.
Yeah,
So mature.
I'm a 5-year-old now.
Damn, cool.
Why can kobolds drink?
When I'm 6.
When I'm 6. Well,
It would be funny to have a tavern with like a giant book of races. Just
yeah, of course, because
Raise.
you need to.
race and
Otherwise,
age.
it's underage drinking. But okay, that's you guys arrive back at Top Town at noon, fully disguised. Where do you wish to go?
Good fucking question. We immediately go for bests.
Good question.
Your rooms are gone, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
Have to act like we're different.
Yeah, so we're going to stroll through the town, hear what the people have to say.
Oh, since I am the one who's being offered off as fighty, I'll just be like
Yeah.
disgruntled.
Yeah. By the way, considering we start at noon, so we start on an hour 12. That means you have to use at least one spell slot, or if you have something else to.
It's also a different. Is it the same day? Wait,
Different
oh
day.
no, it's a different day. But also, these were done before we did that rest, before we left. So.
This would have to be your first casting of the day, from
Yes.
12 to 1.
There we go.
And if
So-
we're in a
My
room, you don't have to
bachelorette
cast.
party.
Yes.
And I want to gamble.
So, where do you guys want to go?
I'll be disgruntled, so
I want to go through the town and explore.
oh, look at all these pores.
Yes. I want to help some poor people.
Are you wearing a wealth like around you?
You should probably like.
I don't have like a belt with money sacks on or something.
Yeah, okay, but you have your jewelry just on your fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're just gonna peruse the entirety of the town.
You gotta get
From your little
stolen
experience, means if you've made one little walk around town, there's most of your jewelry is gonna be gone. Considering your passive perception, it'll definitely be gone. But Angie knows this about themselves.
Yeah.
Also, like you can go walk around town if you want to, but
Yeah, we
I'm asking like because basically the next thing you have to do is you have to go to best, and or you may want to get rooms.
Yeah.
Is there anything of that you want to do, or is there anything, or is there specifically anything else you want to do?
No. I just want to make sure that it is known that we are not the Big Five.
But you want to make it obvious that you're here now.
No, not exactly. No.
That's what it's making it sound like.
Okay,
No.
what is the
Never mind.
best place to stay the night
If you don't know anything about Top Town,
if you
Yeah.
don't know anything about Top Town?
DM. What
There's
I
a
know.
reason the reddish boar's at the night market. It's one of the bigger and more obvious taverns.
Mhm.
If you don't know anything about Top Town, that would be the most logical place to go because you go to the market, you see a big 2-story building. That's probably a tavern, and it is. If you don't know less about, or if you know more about Top Town, you could then start going to like the smaller dive bars, such as the Wood Barrow Inn. The most obvious thing would be the reddish boar.
Mhm.
Then we go to the Reddish Boar, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we do look very different.
You guys walk in
But
there.
it's more like if that wasn't, the obvious one to go to. Because we know that one's not affiliated with,
Yeah.
the
It is the most obvious one to go to because it's at the
Yeah,
market. It's
that's what I
closest to
wanted to know,
it's
yeah.
closest to the main road,
Oh, okay.
Then it's fine to still
and it's
go
the
there.
biggest.
Because otherwise we would need to go into enemy territory.
No, luckily not.
Bravo 6 going down.
You walk into the reddish boar, and there you see, familiar to you, Shanks, who's like barely wiping the bars. It's like noon, and there's not that many people. He goes, "Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Dinner starts at 6. A little early." Kind of
Oh.
continues.
Well,
Like-
we're actually looking for like a room to stay for the night. Like for how long was this event again?
I don't know. I went to the guy to get us in. I don't know when.
Oh, like maybe 2 nights? Is that possible?
Make a persuasion check.
We're just giving him money.
You are the charismatic one.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah. What was the O for?
She rolled a 9.
He goes, sure, 4 people, 2 rooms, 2 silver pieces per night. How many nights you want to stay?
Like 2 nights, I guess? And that would be enough, right? Oh, okay.
8 silver pieces, please.
I'll give 10. Like, thank you for your service.
Thanks.
If we need more nights, we'll know.
Yeah.
So you
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I subtract 10 silver from you.
Does your friend also do this a
Right?
lot?
You guys
No, it's just I'm pretending like I have to deal with this person all day.
you guys now have a place to stay.
Fair.
Where do you want to go? When do you want to go to best? Is basically the thing. Because is there anything else besides going to best that you want to do?
Not necessarily.
Okay. So
Probably like stay in our room a lot, because that costs less spell slots for you.
I mean, I am already using this hour. I'm gonna make the most of it.
Oh yeah, with this hour, but like before the hour is up, we should probably.
I'll stay in the room until I need to leave.
okay. I'm assuming you guys leave for best later in the day then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will cost you another spell slot when you go out later again.
Yeah.
Well, we could do it now, right?
Could also do that.
Yeah, but I don't
However,
know
he
when
does
it
currently
starts.
run his pawn shop.
Right.
Maybe we should split up?
Well, we wouldn't, as the fake people, we wouldn't know that he closes and runs a gambling house.
No.
underneath.
If you have a way in already.
Oh, yeah,
I
actually,
am
yeah.
our pretend way in.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Remember?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's true.
But when does it start? After it closes, right?
Yeah, after he closes,
Okay.
the gambling den opens.
Okay. Well,
Okay, then we wait. We go to
Okay.
our room,
When
we
does he
wait
sleep?
tonight.
When does he sleep? In between, before the shop opens again.
like for 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
Like he looks tired
All the time. That's why he doesn't deal with that much shit.
He's just always sleep deprived, and that makes so much sense.
That's why he
actually.
gets pissed off so fast.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
He just needs a good night of sleep, and he's
Yeah.
just like back to the old best.
But you, alright, in the evening hours for another spell slot for you, you make your way over to Best, which people crossing the night market at that hour is not that weird. You guys get to Best, at which point the door unlocks and opens up. Best kind of looks across all of you.
It's me again.
Yeah, come in. Closes the door behind you. Alright, so I did some ass kissing, which isn't great.
Obviously.
But I got in 3 people laying bets of 100 gold each with a fighter. Entry fee includes the fighter of 50 gold pieces per person. Which, if you're loaded, doesn't matter that much, but for the average person, that's quite a bit. So,
I said I have 444 copper pieces. I'll be fine.
that's not enough to cover the You've been handing out platinum here and there, so...
Yeah, no, she's.
Shoot.
We have no.
It will be fine.
I don't care how you pay it, but as the person vouching for you, I'm the one who's gonna have to transfer the money.
Okay, but for an outsider perspective,
Yeah.
how are our disguises?
The height thing, one tall person, 2 dwarves, other person. If you know, you know, I guess. If you don't, hopefully you don't. Decent.
Well, when we did the actual handoff, we had also a 5th person. We don't anymore.
That helps.
Mm-hmm. With a 6th person,
Technically.
but he was up in the sky.
Yeah, but see.
So it works. Yeah. I mean, that's also why I think they were a little less hesitant, because I only wanted to get 4 people, not 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I need the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I recall? Is that how that usually went, or do I not know?
You worked for the Syndicate as one of their in-house fighters more.
Oh, okay.
Like-
but I got in through through Best, right?
Right.
As well.
But you always fought.
Yeah, that's true.
Which means your entry fee was once barely paid for.
Yeah, okay.
And then the rest that you stayed there fighting. You didn't really leave the Woodbarrow in too much.
Yeah, that's... You had to drink. Yeah, to drink at the...
That's where you got your 300 gold pieces drinking debt. So,
Just-
yeah, you got it in once. Most likely been paid for. But
Okay, but it's 150 per person
and 50 for the fighter.
and just 50 for fighter. Okay.
Because there's a chance the fighter dies.
Makes sense.
What it also means, by the way, if your fighter wins and doesn't die,
You get money.
you get double your money back.
Hey!
Let's hope that happens.
That will happen.
Otherwise, you're
Otherwise, my
dead.
character's dead.
That will happen.
Exactly.
So, are you guys all paying this individually, or
Yeah.
are you paying it from party funds or something?
I mean,
I
party
hope we could party
funds
funds.
we could afford for 2 people to
Yeah,
go in.
no,
No, you
let's
guys have
pay-
like 12,000 silver. Or yeah, I
Doesn't
have
say that here.
I have that you guys have 36 platinum pieces, 3 gold, and 12,209 silver pieces, and 3,590 copper pieces.
Someone didn't update me on the party funds.
That may very well be the case after probably like either the Nalfeshni or maybe the
Yeah, I don't remember.
mummy. So here, I'll say it again so you can write it down correctly. Because
Yeah.
every time somebody says I paid this much, I add it to my sheet and then I remove it later. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I have the most accurate.
Like I
Bro.
edit at the moment.
Yeah. So 36 platinum,
Okay, that's the same.
3 gold.
Okay, wait.
Because I think a lot of that was spent. This doesn't include the 7,000
Well,
you
I
guys got
had
for the base, by the way.
gold, so
Well, you have 3 now. 12,209 silver.
okay. 12?
12,209 silver.
Nice.
And 3,590 copper.
3, 5, 9. Yeah, okay.
Which means, like, the silver alone, if you turn the silver to gold, that's already 1,220. So you can easily pay from the party funds.
Okay.
You would just mainly be paying in silver. Unless you choose to pay in platinum, which is also
Just
possible.
fucking giant
But
bag of
platinum,
silver.
we wouldn't be able to do it fully.
30, that's 360. And you guys need?
400. No more.
150, 150, 150, so it's 300, 400,
500.
500. Yeah, so
It's like 100, 100 without the entry fee.
how do you want to pay that? If you want to pay for it, you can also pay.
We can
individually.
also pay just on our own, I guess.
I know, but it's like, what are party funds ever
Yeah.
used for?
Party friends are used for if you all have to pay for something, which
It's the
This is
case
a good-
right now.
it's a good opportunity to use it.
Yeah, so.
I'd say just to use it then. That's 1,200 gold, right? The silver.
Yeah. There's 12,000 silver, which is the same as like 1,200 something gold. So if you pay 5,000 silver, or 5,000 silver is 500 gold,
Yeah, but like,
which means Reelan will have a lot of. He will probably switch that out.
No.
Unless you want to pay part of it in platinum.
yeah, I'm thinking of what a good way would be to do that.
It would be kind of funny to give them all silver. How much copper do we have?
3,590. So that's about 35 gold.
I mean, we can do it in all silver, which is just 5,000.
This is all copper. This is all copper.
5,000 silver?
Yeah, fine. Let's do that.
This one was separate.
At which point Reelan would go, "Oh, you guys are loaded. What the fuck?" And like drags the big bag of
Yeah,
silver
like,
pieces.
we probably opened the portable hole or like your backpack. By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the one who keeps.
Yeah.
It's like I'll exchange
No,
this.
no,
It's
no,
Like you
fine.
had your backpack.
He just
No,
throws
like
it on
in-
shoulder.
One of
Yeah.
my backpack sides are just.
Like this'll be amazing to like pay people back in the game. Like, this is great. Thanks.
You're
Like,
welcome.
he carries the bag. Eventually comes back with like a still hefty bag with 500 gold. It's like I'm gonna use this. It's easier to carry.
Understandable.
Also, if I have to walk that bag anywhere, I'm gonna get robbed. So
Definitely.
Understandable.
I
yeah, you
mean,
guys are loaded.
there's not a giant money sign on it, but there might as well just be.
That might as well be. This can get you in. Fights are tomorrow evening.
Okay.
in a place called something stone. What was it again? It goes back and opens up like a little notebook. Rock Hut. It's a warehouse. South.
Oh, yeah, we went there.
Oh, you guys know where it is?
Yeah, we had the meeting there.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. That's one of their places. So, alright. That's where you gotta go. Fight, make an impression, perhaps, but find Snapper.
Yeah.
And then
What time?
Do
is
you
it?
know how Snapper looks? Did she change?
not much. No.
Okay.
Just
Good taller, probably.
yeah. She lost a bit of her hair once. She stole something. Somebody grabbed her hair, ripped a bit of it out, so she shaved everything off. But it's short now.
Okay.
It's growing back a little bit. Aside from that, looks like one of the relatively average pickpockets around here. So
Yeah, that's probably why I haven't noticed it.
nothing much remarkable per se. I'll say short hair, many vest with many pockets, like many pickpockets. And you would recognize her by the face, but the rest of your group's going to be a little difficult.
Yeah.
But find her. Get her somewhere, where you can have a little bit of. Don't do it there. Is what I'm saying. And get her somewhere to talk, and then I'm pretty sure she can be convinced for the right reasons to rat him out. But yeah, shit.
Well, we'll have to talk with her.
That's going to be your problem. I'm going to get you into the fights. I'm not going to come with you because I don't want to be linked if something goes bad.
That's fair.
Tomorrow's your turn. You know where to go. I got the payment, so you should be good. If I don't deliver this, then you're not good. Then they're going to kick you out. But that also means that I'm dead. So, let's hope not.
Let's not let that happen.
Yeah,
That would be appreciated. You'll die.
You don't die.
I'll try.
Hey, good luck. Now, unless you're willing to
Nice.
gamble, I need to. You gotta get the fuck
let's
out.
leave.
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
No. We leave.
Huh?
I mean, you're rich. Right?
All of you are rich.
Or like acting
I'm
rich.
not gonna gamble.
But
It's
we
fun,
can
though.
do something else.
What?
If we go back to the rooms, you can describe this person.
Right.
I can draw it. Then we have a visual.
Mhm.
What we have to
Okay.
do.
That sounds good.
I will say make a history check to recall, and make a performance check to interpret. So
Today's with stone candy.
we'll add those two together, take the average of that, and that will be the total of the check.
That's worth a shot.
Although, if you want to use any kind of magic to enhance this probability, you can.
Can we use guidance twice?
I'll say for only one of the two checks.
How good are your performance?
+5.
Oh, it's probably guidance for you. I'm +6.
Yeah, how's your history? Yeah,
+6.
Yeah, give me guidance.
Okay,
How
so
much
you
is guidance?
add a d4.
No.
I was
Dice
looking.
don't fail me now.
Damage.
An 18 here somewhere.
Well, I have a thing. You're making an ability check, so technically I could use my reaction to have them use my intelligence modifier as a bonus as well.
Sure, so you can...
Both of us?
Is it before or after the roll is revealed?
Doesn't say.
I'll say you can't help Chera, because you can't help her remember this person. You can help Angie interpret it correctly, though.
Okay.
So
Should I get guidance then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably.
Because now you have a +10.
yeah. You are trying to describe the same person, though, but with shorter hair.
Yeah. It's a 9 for 15.
15?
12.
That's +10?
Yeah, she rolled a 2.
Yeah, but it's performance.
Yeah.
Yeah?
+5.
So, what did you roll?
A 2.
+5 is how much?
7.
+10 is how much?
Oh, you have a plus. Oh, so. Sorry. 17.
You have to add your modifiers
I
still.
thought she said, so that's a plus 10. I thought
Yeah.
it was total.
No, she can add that to your roll.
Okay, no,
There you
17. So
17. Okay, so
Jesus,
17 and 16.
15.
So the average is 16. Okay.
So like,
Sorry,
16's
I
pretty.
misunderstood you.
16's pretty decent. I'm not sure if you would given a description, but how does Snapper look like? What does Snapper look like?
Yeah.
Good question.
Your background.
Well,
Hill dwarf or mountain dwarf?
we're up here, so that would be Hill Dwarf.
Hill dwarf, which means just like the Ironsmith, the person you met with, is also a hill dwarf. Darker skin.
Yeah, so she had darker skin. She used to be like scrawny, like she used to steal for food, and
Easy missable. Like.
oh yeah,
Okay.
we probably passed it up like multiple times already. So looks like any common dwarf, which is probably not very useful for you.
Like
Used to
describe
have-
the features of her face.
Fuck.
Here, we'll go.
Yeah.
I'll
She
lift it
had
up.
a like.
So-
she had a
Yeah.
slight scar on her cheek from when we were being chased by Grim, and she fell into a puddle.
So, scrawny, dark-skinned, scar on a cheek, wearing pickpocket's outfit, which is many pockets.
Yeah.
Short hair apparently, because
Color. Black, brown.
gonna go like a down.
Our eyes.
Pretty dark as well. Considering hill dwarfs are dark-skinned in general, so dark skin,
Brown.
dark.
I mean, no, I remember them being lighter. Probably like a blue. It was very strange. It's one of the most notable things, like her eyes, the scar probably. She did used to have like a. Well, she had a tell with gambling. Where she would like roll a coin through her fingers, and she had a good hand. And just hold it and like in a flipping position when she had a bad one. But maybe that's useful. I don't know.
Alright, so
Don't remember yet.
That's a lot of description.
that's quite a description. Scrawny, dark skin, scar on the cheek, wearing a pickpocket's outfit with many pockets, short, brown hair, blue eyes, and had a pretty obvious gambling tell.
Straight hair, curly hair.
Well,
Average hill dwarf would be curly, but
yeah,
Up to you whether or
curly.
not
it's different.
Yeah, curly.
Curly,
Okay.
but like most hill dwarves have that. Also, it's very short now.
Okay, so I'll draw this.
And it's a relatively good drawing. From what you remember, interpreting the different hairstyle.
Yeah, that looks accurate.
I'll show it to Sarah and George also.
For the sake of brevity, so we can start next week somewhere easy. Is there anything you wish to do the following day before going to the fights?
Not get spotted as like prepare our disguises probably.
Okay. So there's nothing particular you guys wish to do?
No, if I'm not in disguise, I just refuse to leave the room.
Girl. So,
So
next
you
week.
see me very little unless I need to go out.
So we'll get to the 25th of this year, of the first month, where you you spend the day in the tavern. Every few times that you get out, most of it is in pretty well disguised. In the evening, however, you armor up. You armor up. You disguise yourself completely. You disguise with spells, and you begin to
It'll
leave.
also be the next day, so I'll have these back.
Yes.
But it does mean that you start this day with one spell slot less. Consider that's assuming that you didn't leave the room during the day. So for
No.
breakfast would have brought to your room, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm
a very mysterious guy.
So we'll pick up next week with you guys arriving at the Rock Hut
Yeah.
for where now will be
Can I also assume that most of my stuff will be carried by someone else?
Or probably portable.
Yeah,
Could be in the portable. Yeah.
my backpack and etc. Because I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't wear that.
As long as it isn't an extra dimensional space, it can be in the portable.
That's true.
I don't think it is.
Is the bag of holding?
No.
Then you can just put it in there.
And also, I don't think I have extra dimensional spaces in my bag as an items.
I think otherwise we would have used it.
Otherwise, we probably would have known. I jumped into the portable hole before.
Yeah.
So with that, that's where we're gonna end the session as you guys begin your leave towards the rock hut. Which last time we said it is an hour and a half walking, I'm afraid. So it will cost you 2 spell slots to be disguised all the way there.
To find it as well.
Right, that was also to find. You now know exactly where to go. Yes, I'll keep it that way. So
Just one.
yes, you'll be fine with 1 spell slot. Right. That's what we're gonna pick up next week. So thank you guys for coming out to play. Thank you guys for coming out to watch. We'll be back again in the next video. Goodbye.
Ooh.